Wel, wythnos ar ôl i'n gêm ni gael ei gohirio ar yr egwyl yn Aberafan, ni nôl yn Rhanbarth y Gweilch ar gyfer gêm ddarbi enfawr rhwng ddau o glybiau cyswllt yr ardal.
Eno ar S4C. Darbi mawr o Rhanbarth y Gweilch, Pen y Bont, yn erbyn Abertawe. Cyfle i ni ddangos beth allan ni wneud yn Super Rygbi Cymru, yn fyw ar S4C.
Yr ymodau'n gwbl gwrthwyneb i'r wythnos diwetha. Dim gwynt, dim glaw, mae'n braf, mae'n sych a mae'n fwyn. Ar gyfer yr achlysur, mae dau walch dy fi, Ifan Phillips a Kieran Hardy. Ni'n gymryd bach o amser i ddod yn gyfarwydd a galw ti'n un o'r Gweilch, Kieran. Ond ti wedi ymuno nhw dy dymor gynta, heb chwarae to manaf dy ti, sut ti'n mwynhau?
Ie, mae'n bod gret. I fod yn ymwyrgych newydd gyda'r boes. Hopeth wedi bod yn gret mor belled, ond jyst gwrdd i fod yr y can ar gobeithio.
A pryd wyt ti'n meddwl byddwn ni'n gweld ti nôl?
Fi'n neud wrthos gynta, trein wrthos ma gyda'r boes. So gobeithio yn y cwpl o wythnosau nesaf byddai'n nôl yr y ca.
Ie, a noson gynta yn gweithio gyda ni ar Super Rygbi Cymru, ond ti wedi bod yn gwylio'r gystadleuaeth, cadw llygad y rai o'r bechgyn y Gweilch yn benodol?
Ie, ni wedi bod watcho boes y Gweilch, digon o boes i bod ware yn y cwpl o wythnosau diwetha, a jyst cadw llygad ar perfformiadau nhw a'r canlyniadau, really.
Ie, mae'n sefyllfa unigryw wythnos yma, achos mae bob un tîm yn y gystadleuaeth wedi chwarae i gilydd wythnos diwetha, felly maen nhw'n chwarae i gilydd gartre a oddi cartre o fewn pythefnos. Pen y Bont i ennill honno, Ifan. Ti'n gweld nhw'n ailadrodd y llwyddiant na heno?
Ie, byddwn ni'n gweud mai Pen y Bont yw'r ffefrynnau yn mewn i'r gêm yma, yn wedi gyda'r fuddugoliaeth wythnos diwetha, a hefyd nawr yn ware ar Tomen ei hunain. A mae rhaid ni cofio fyd yw Abertawe ddim yn dueddol y trofeilu'n dda iawn. Maen nhw heb gael fuddugoliaeth bant o gertre ers dros 10 mis, felly bydd hwnna siŵr falle yn ware yn ei pennau nhw bach. Ond un peth falle bydd yn hwb seicolegol mowr un nhw, trwytha gathon nhw'r fuddugoliaeth, oedd nôl yn rhagfyr ar y ca yma yn erbyn Pen y Bont, felly fi'n siŵr bod hwnna wedi bod yn sgwrs trafod i'r boes yn ystod wythnos.
Maen nhw wedi bod yn gystadleuol Abertawe, o'n nhw'n arwain Casnewydd ar un adeg o 20 pwynt i 7, dim ymlaen i golli honno. Felly pa mor bwysig yw'r fuddugoliaeth hyn oedden nhw?
Fi'n credu bod yn bwysig iawn i'r grŵp. Mae hyder yma'n dod i'r grŵp a rhywbeth i nhw cael adeiladu arno ar gyfer gweddill y tymor. Fi'n credu bod nhw'n disgwyl ar cwpl o chwaraewyr enno i aros lan a dangos i brofiad nhw.
Reit, wel i'ch atgoffa chi, dyma sut mae tabl yn edrych ar ôl 3 rownd. Casnewydd sy'n arwain y ffordd gyda 1 ar 10 pwynt gyda gêm yn llaw ar ôl gorfod gyhirio'i gêm nhw yn erbyn Aberafan wythnos diwetha. Rygbi Gogledd Cymru, Caerdydd a Cwins Caerfyrddin yn ymuno â nhw ar 1 ar 10 pwynt, gyda dim ond 1 pwynt felly yn gwahanu'r 5 ucha. Pen y Bont yn eistedd yn seithfed safle, diolch i'w fuddugoliaeth nhw wythnos diwetha, Abertawe ar y gwaelod fel mae pethau'n sefyll. Y gig gyntaf felly yn prysur agosau a mae'r ysteddle'n dechrau llenwi yn gynharach heno a Rhys ap William i gael cwmni 2 o'r chwaraewyr.
Doi faswr sy'n cadw cwmni fi, 2 gyda clybiau newydd. Josh Phillips gyda Abertawe, Ben Bynel gyda Pen y Bont. Chi'n nabod eich gilydd yn dda, wrth gwrs, agos chi gyda Pont y Pridd llynedd. Ti'n gwybod i drics ei gyd, Josh?
Ie, fi'n nabod popeth, dwi'n meddwl, wel, gobeithio anyway, ond ni'n chwarae gyda gilydd blwyddyn diwethaf, so mae'n siarad newydd i'r ddau ni tymor yma.
Wel, o ti ffili stopo fe'r sgwri 22 o bwyntiau wythnos diwetha. Ben, beth am y gêm na? Ti'n mwynhau yn Pen y Bont a beth am y fuddugoliaeth gyntaf o'r tymor?
Ie, dwi'n mwynhau'n iawn. Ti'n bod, mae'r win cyntaf yn masif i ni, herwydd rydyn ni'n gwybod bod nhw heb ennill eto hefyd, so jyst i cael y one-up a cael the monkey off the back, mae'n bonus fawr.
A beth am Josh fan hyn, beth fel mae fe'n chwarae'r gêm? Ti'n nabod i gêm yn dda iawn?
Ie, dwi'n mae Josh, mae'n redwr dangerous iawn. Boot massive arno fe, so fi'n trio stop o hynny tonight.
A rai fi siarad am dy gicio di, right? Fi'n mynd i ddechrau nawr yn gweud cyn y gêm, rhaid gofyn i ti fethu. So ti di methu cic mewn tair gêm?
No pressure tonight, ond gobeithio fi gallu cadw hwn yn fynd, a gobeithio bod y boys yn gallu sgorio'r ceisiau i gyd o dan y post bydd hwnna'n neis eno, ie.
Ond fe'n rhywbeth ti'n trial neud, ti'n modd, cyrraedd brig y siartiau yn y pwyntiau yn Super Rygbi Cymru?
Ie, dwi'n meddwl mae'n cystadleuaeth dda i boys, Ben, a mae gen ni Evan Lloyd o Glynebo hefyd sy'n rhoi challenge ni hefyd, yes. Ni gyd yn gobeithio goffan ar top y tamor man yn wedi yn y cystadleuaeth newydd yma.
Ie, cystadleuaeth newydd, Super Rygbi Cymru, be mae fel? Ti'n mwynhau?
Mae'n gwych, mae'n challenge newydd i holl clybiau ni cael mwy o boes o'r gwych, ni a wedyn boes yn y Caerdydd, Scarlett ac y dreigiau hefyd. So mae'n rhywbeth cyffroes i ni hefyd.
Ie, yr un cwestiwn i ti, Ben. Ti'n mwynhau Super Rygbi Cymru?
Ie, mae'n y chwarae newydd gyda ni hefyd. Mae gen ni 3 ospreys heno ma. So, ie, ti'n gwybod, mae'n league exciting yn dyfa, lot o talent ifanc. So, ie, jyst yn cyffroes i weld hawn ni fynd.
Yn iddo, siglwch dwylo cyn y gêm. Pob lwc i'r ddoi na chi. Diolch, boys, diolch.
Ie, fel wedodd Rhys fan'na, y ddau wedi ymuno o Bontypridd. Y ddau yn amlwg eisiau chwarae y llwyfan mwyaf, eisiau chwarae yn y gysadleuaeth yma, Ciaran. A falle atgoffa hyfforddwyr rhanbarthol o'i talent.
Ie, siarad beth i Ben Bynel, ath e mas i Jersey, mi war yn y gyngor na, mae'r gyngor na'n wych i hyneri, i ddysgu dealltwriaeth y gêm, a fel i reoli'r gêm, a twyd dath e nôl blynydda i warau i Pontypridd, a nawr mae'n enn gyda Pen y Bont, a fi'n credu bod yn disgwyl am ail gyfle falle yn y gêm rhanbarthol.
A Josh Phillips, i ni wedi gweld lot ohono fe, mae wedi chwarae i sawl glwb, wedi dod o Lantab, wedi chwarae lawr yn Llanelli fan.
Ie, mae Josh Phillips wedi cael tipyn o argraff ar y gêm y penwythnos diwetha y colled, gath e tipyn o gêm i Ywnnan, gath e cais, gath e 5 kick-offs gael trosgais, felly mae wedi cael tipyn o argraff ar gêm Abertawe, mae wedi cael 33 o bwyntiau fel wnaethon ni weld, dim ond 5 pwynt i ôl Billy McBride sydd ar frig y dabl o nifer o bwyntiau, felly fi'n siŵr bydd Abertawe yn edrych ar Josh i treial neu siŵr bod nhw'n ware yn yr ardaloedd cywir ar y ca.
Wel, mae Gwyneb arall newydd Pen y Bont, y prif hyfforddwr. Gwyneb sy'n gyfarwydd iawn i gefnogwyr Rygbi Cymru, a mae fe'n cael cwmni Sean Holly.
Well, I'm here with Scott Baldwin, head coach of the Bridgend Ravens. Scott got over the line, last gasp last week. It must have been a good week in training.
Yeah, we only had a walkthrough on Tuesday, to be fair. You're not going to change anything from Saturday to Thursday, so we just spoke about just being a bit more clinical, really, this week, and it was more walk and talk rather than doing too much physically, so we want them fresh for tonight.
Like a lot of the squads in this new Super Rugby young squad, full international coaching panel, but you're in it till the end, you know, you stay like, what's the philosophy at Bridgend here?
I want these players to be brave and make decisions. Ultimately, that's the only way they're going to get better, and we speak about in training, if we don't have a 30% error rate, we haven't pushed you hard enough to make decisions. So ultimately, my biggest thing is trying to develop them, but ultimately, the best way of developing is winning, isn't it? So
11 changes for Swansea to the start in 15, massive change for them. What are you expecting from the visitors tonight?
Oh, look, there's probably a lot more Swansea lads in the team tonight, so I'd imagine there's a bit of hunger there and a bit of, they want to prove a point, I suppose, and I think that's a good thing with this league. You get the Ospreys boys down in our region, obviously, but when they go back, it's an opportunity to show yourself, and we've got a couple of boys in our squad who I've spoken about have the potential to be professional rugby players. The biggest thing we've probably spoken about is the difference isn't the ability, it's the ability to do it over and over and over every time team.
Quickly, you want to watch for the viewers tonight?
Ryan Wilkins.
You heard it first, Scott Baldwin. Good luck tonight. You can catch English commentary with me and Ciaran Hardy on the red button, S4C click.
Ie, Sean yn siarad â Scott yn gynharach. Nawr ni sôn am Ryan Wilkins yn y man, ond gair am Scott, mae fe'n rhan o dîm hyfforddi star-studded mewn gwirionedd. Sawl un wedi chwarae dros Gymru, Matthew Morgan, Matt Jones, Bradley Davis, pa effaith bydden nhw'n cael?
Wel, ni'n gwybod yn union faint o brofiad sy'n yn y criw hyfforddi na. A fi'n siŵr bod nhw'n cael hen digon o sport gyda Scott Baldwin a Bradley Davis, ond ni wedi gweld nhw tro ar ôl tro ar y car rygbi, ond nawr falle mynd trwy strwythur gwahanol o hyfforddi. A mae rhaid ni cofio, mae nhw'n gynnar iawn yn ei yrfa nhw ar ran hyfforddi, felly mae nhw hefyd yn treal dysgu, ond fi'n siŵr bod nhw'n cael tipyn o sport lawr yn Pen y Bont.
Yn edrych fel Ocean's 11 fyna, ydyn nhw, pwynt i brofi. Ond fe welson ni, fe glawson ni Scott Baldwin yn siarad am Ryan Wilkins, y canolor. Chwaraeodd ei Pontypridd blwyddyn diwetha gyda Ben Bynel, felly bydd y ddealltwriaeth na'n barod, Ciaran.
Ie, bendant. Mae'n tipyn o talent. Wedi disgwyl na fe'n barod, cwpl o ceisio mewn i sgori. Fe sydd wedi bod y chwaraeo gorau i Pen y Bont bod belled yn y gyngrair. A fi'n credu bod nhw'n disgwyl ato fe heno fel rhywun sy'n dangerus a'r pel yn ymosod a creu cyfleoedd i pobl arall rownd i fe.
Ie, dyna fe, nawr gais i Bontypridd llynedd. A Tom Florence i bartner yng nghanol cae yn y Cris prif 12, rhywun ni wedi gweld yn creu argraff i dîm Cymru dan ei gen i fan.
Oedden ni wedi cael y cyfle i weld Tom Florence o arre gyda Cymru dan 20, ond fi'n credu mae Pen y Bont yn bendant yn defnyddio Tom Florence i gael nhw dros y llinell fantes na. Maen nhw'n defnyddio fe'n canol ca yn aml iawn. Mae wedi gwneud 48 o weithiau yn cario'r bêl, yn cael ei ail yn y dabl o nifer o bobl sydd wedi cario'r bêl na. Felly maen nhw yn bendant yn defnyddio Tom Florence i gael nhw dros y llinell fantes na, a fi'n siŵr bydd e'n ysu gael ei ddwylo ar y bêl.
Ie, mi'n siŵr fydd e. Reit, ni'n fyw yma heno. Mae yna 4 gêm arall yn Super Rygbi Cymru, a fe gewch chi weld i'r uchafbwyntiau na nos Fawrth am 10:00. Ond rwy'n falch iawn o dweud mae Hugh Gustafson yn ymuno â ni nawr. Wythnos ar ôl chwarae Pen y Bont. Mae'n sefyllfa unigryw, ddim yn aml ni'n gweld hwn yn digwydd yn y gyngrair, ond gyfle i dalu'r pwyth yn ôl yn syth Hugh.
Ie, jyst rhod wythnos yn ôl, y gêm gad mas na, mae Ben Mynal cicio 5 penalties mas na i ni, 3 cais gyda ni, 2 cais i nhw, so di chwachu chwarae rygbi, di chwachu chwarae sgwri cais, ond siomedig gyda dod y penalty count.
Ie, cwpl o canlyniadau yn y gêm, oedd ddim wedi bod yn y ffordd chi wedi gobeithio, a fa mor hyder yn y grŵp, a fel chi'n trial cael y perfformiad na ennill heno.
Wel, mae boys ifanc mas na, so nhw'n mwyn chwarae, mae Matthew Obrey dod nôl o Clwb Caerdydd, so nhw'n edrych ymlaen i chwarae, ond ni'n chwarae smart, bod y tergi battle yn edrych ymlaen fel Josh a Matt yn helpu ni mas na.
11 o newidiadau yn y 15 cynta na, ddim yn aml chi'n gweld gwmynt o newidiadau. Oes unrhyw reswm dros y newidiadau na gyd?
Owen Thompson torri bise yn y gêm, so mae dymach y boes yn symud, ond Callum Cass dod nôl o Team GB, so mae'n edrych ymlaen, mae bachgen yn cyffroes mas na sy'n edrych ymlaen i fe chwarae.
Ie, lot o boes felly ni ddim yn gweld mae heddi. Boes fel Morgan Moss, Houston, Lloyd Lewis. Mae'n beth positif bod gymaint o boes wedi dod o'r gweilch a boes addawol gyda gyrfa addawol.
Ie, so mae Lewis Edwards yn gorffen ysgol ar 3:00 heddi, so mae head boy i goel, so mae'n chwarae heddi ar full of back. Mae Kearney a Fred Chapman both yn academy, so mae chawr o boes ifanc mas yn cael opportunity i chwarae ar y teledu a chwarae i Abertawe hefyd.
A beth sy'n angen hyn o'i gael y fuddugoliaeth? Chi wedi bod mewn gemau, chi'n arwain cysnewydd o 20.7 ar un adeg?
Wel, luck yn y green, ond just penalty counters, edrych ymlaen a chwarae ysgol i cais, ond penalty areas yn y gweud hefyd.
Hew, diolch yn fawr. Bob lwc. Dwi'n wylwn i chi yn ystod y gêm, dwi'n siŵr. Na i bigo lan ar y pwynt na, 11 newid. Fe welson ni y gweilch er enghraifft yn cadw union yr un tîm am y ddau rhwng gyntaf yn y bencampwriaeth rygbi unedig. Faint o effaith yn mynd i gael yr gysondeb? Bod dwi'n broblem?
Fi'n credu chi moyn fel chwaraewyr, chi moyn y cyfle na i gallu ware gael y cysondeb na mewn i'ch gêm chi, achos gyda'r cysondeb na mae'r hyder na'n gallu'r adeiladu a chi moyn y cyfle na i creu bach o momentum, ond falle fel clywon ni Hugh fyna'n sôn am beti'r anefiadau, mae fe mas o'ch dwylo chi rai weithiau, ond i'r boes na'r sy'n dod mewn a sefyll mewn i'r chwaraewyr na, fi'n siŵr bydd nhw allan i profi pwynt, achos fel pob chwaraewr ar y lefel ma, chi moyn ware yn wythnosol, a chi moyn ware yn y gemau mowr yma, a mae'r gêm ddarbi ma'n sicr yn un mowr.
Un i wylio ar gyfer Abertawe, y cefnwr Lewis Edwards, mae'n gawr o foi.
Odi, mae'n slabyn y grwt war teg, iddo fel nath Hugh sôn, mae jyst yn dod allan o ysgol, mae fe rhyw 6 troedfedd, 4 modfedd, felly mae'n slabyn y grwt. Fi'n siŵr ydych chi taflu fel lan yn yr ail reng yn y llinell, a fi'n siŵr bydden ni wedi joio taflu'r bêl mewn iddo, ond mae fe'n sicr yn rhywun i Abertawe sy'n gallu'r gael i bêl yn y ddwylo a gael mynd dros y llinell fantes na, felly fi'n siŵr bydd yn debyg iawn i lot o chwaraewyr Abertawe moyn creu tipyn o argraff ar y gêm a heno.
Right, okay, mae'n amser i ni nawr ymuno a'n tîm sylwebu yma ar gair Bragdy. English language commentary is available with Kieran Hardy and Sean Hawley, ond yn y Gymraeg mae Ifan Phillips ar fi'n ymuno a Rhys-ap William.
It's a perfect evening for rugby at the Dunraven Brewery Field here in Bridgend and Super Rygbi Cymru. It's an Ospreys regional derby, and Bridgend will be confident after snatching victory at Swansea last week. A last gasp victory. Beautiful evening, beautiful surface, and 2 young teams. Scott Baldwin makes 4 changes, 2 in the pack with Evan Yardley in a hooker, and there's a 50th cap for tight head Liam Tobias. 2 changes in the back line. Chris Williams, who scored the winning try at the end, is back in. Coram Knott is a late change on the wing. Swansea, well, they'll be reeling from last week's home defeat, and indeed the only team not to register a win in Super Rugby Cymru. Hugh Gustafsson makes 11 changes to the starting 15. Only Geraint Powell maintains his place in the pack. He's now started in every game so far in the competition. Hooker Dom Hay, an Ireland under-20s player, and on permit start amid a hooker crisis. When we see this Bridgend team, watch out for Ed Howley and Ryan Wilkins. We've seen the one to watch. Him and Tom Florence creating a potent centre partnership. Coram Knott, as I said, is a late change on the wing. Ben Burnell, wow, what a game last week. 22 points for the former Ponty and Jersey player. Chris Williams is the one that scored the winning try. Liam Tobias, a 50th cap in Bridgend colours. For Swansea, 11 changes. Well, that's a lot of changes in a back-to-back match, which what Super Rugby Cymru affords. Hooker Dom Hay, as I mentioned, is an Ireland under-20 player. It's a hooker crisis at Swansea. Locks, Thompson and Roberts played together for Swansea University. And regional experience will be important in this game, in the back line especially, in the shape of scrum half Matthew Aubrey and centre Joe Thomas. Maurice Jones is our referee from the WRU. He's assisted by Matthew Leon and Riley Fisher. And away we go. As I said, a beautiful evening. Ben Burnell gets us underway.
Inside.
Early touch for Callum Carson, the former Ospreys Academy player.
Inside, white.
Bridgend in their traditional blue and white. Swansea, the all whites. Box kick down towards the halfway line. He's inside the 22. Lovely kick. And first line out of the evening as I welcome Wales and now Ospreys. Scrum half Kieran Hardy joins me in commentary box. What a night it is down there, Kieran.
Yeah, it is nice, isn't it? Nice conditions for the boys to play in, especially after last weekend. It's always a tougher one when you play the same team second week in a row, so you'll be interested in the first 20 minutes.
Well, Tom Florence stopped in his tracks off that line out. Jen still have it coming back down towards the main stand here. Brewery. And to the air goes Chris Williams, 33-year-old. Good contest in the air. Going backwards, but Swansea have it on the floor.
Use it, White. Hold the back foot.
And now Swansea look to build just outside there. 22.
Use it.
Jen pretty fierce over the contact. And Bradley Davis from a Wales second row in charge of that area of the game now for Bridgend. Another box kick. Could have been anyone, just bounced anywhere. Just popped up for the hooker. Dom Hay, Ireland under-20s. On permit, believe it or not. With so many hookers injured. Swansea looking to throw it wide and they get it into the wide channels now. Early chance here. Off down the wing, where in 14 goes Tom Edwards. The chip and chase Aubrey in close quarters. Well taken there by Ed Howley. He punched it down the channel. And that's a good kick under pressure. Kieran Hardy, enterprising play from Swansea.
Yeah, definitely. Plenty of opportunity out there. Obviously, they're trying to move the ball a bit, and they see a little bit of space in the backfield. It's well covered by Bridgend in the end, I've got to be honest, and they get out of there. But Swansea looking pretty good at the start of this game.
Matthew Aubrey, with that sort of inside cheat line from the scrum half, the support. But they get in the wide channels. And now Hay in to Aubrey, left-handed pass into midfield. A little run around, but Bridgend it up quick. Ben Burnell couldn't quite get the ball, and down on it goes Callum Bowden, the Swansea captain, an open side. Lacking numbers over there. There's Ben Roberts. And that's slowed up by Bridgend. 11 changes to the team, Kieran. How's that going to affect the fluidity of the Swansea team?
Yeah, probably will do to start with, but what you get with that sometimes is boys who want to come in and make a real impression and show why they should be playing every week. So it's an opportunity for them boys, but sometimes it's nice to have continuity as well, but the boys will be itching for it.
But it's Bridgend now on the halfway line. Burnell has to go in and play scrum half. Here's Zach O'Driscoll, the captain, wearing 7, 33-year-old now. Played all his junior rugby in the Llanharan club. Williams to Howley. He's the danger man. Now then, wearing 14 is Coram Knott, late replacement. Was that a high tackle coming in from Geraint Powell, the only survivor in the pack from last week's defeat. Jen just getting up a bit ahead of steam. Good crowd here at the Dunraven Brewery Field. Swansea up quick, but if they can get quick ball here, Bridgend, they have numbers. Burnell sees an opportunity back on the inside. Bowden smashes him down, and Howley says, let's get in the 22, and chips one in. So good attacking play from Bridgend, but Swansea pretty resolute in defence.
Yeah, pretty good from Bridgend in the end there, just putting a bit of pressure back on Swansea and making them exit again. And they can apply pressure here, hopefully get a turnover and get some points to it.
Dom Hay into the line out.
Stay! Move in!
Referee says it's moved off the line of touch, so up come the Bridgend backfield. Aubrey left-footed, showing all his experience, and that's a neat and tidy exit, Kieran.
Yeah, it is neat and tidy, be happy with that. Obviously, mentioned experience there, he's got a fair bit of regional experience, and they will rely on him tonight, I think, to put him in the right areas of the field and try and control the game between him and Josh Phillips, who's also got regional experience.
50 caps for the Ospreys, Matthew Aubrey. Bridgend now deep into Swansea territory. Little trick play coming up here. Burnell finding himself at second receiver, but he's lost that one. And Dom Hay, who seems to be everywhere, the hooker at the moment. Joe Thomas, lovely hands from Callum Carson. It's pumped forward from Lewis Edwards. And that's gone straight out from the youngster, only 17-year-old, the fullback. Ospreys Academy product, Wales under 18s. But this is what Super Rygbi Cymru is all about, Kieran. Experience for the youngsters.
Yeah, definitely his time on the field, and that's how players improve, and spend a bit of time with him down at the Ospreys, and he's a big lump, and the boys reckon he's got a good head on him. He's a clever rugby player, and he nearly finds grass in the backfield. He's probably a bit unlucky.
That line has gone loose. It's been picked up by Kai Davis at the back of it, and then Josh Phillips, well covered by Howley, fullback, and that's a big kick downfield. Finds a bit of grass down there. Another chance for Josh Phillips, 22-year-old. Bit of kick tennis going on.
Excellent. Retreat, retreat, boys.
Finding himself out of position is Coram Knott, a late replacement. Phillips again.
12.
It's a bit of gaining ground going on here. And it's all about field position. The forwards won't be too happy. They now have to really show the referee that they're retreating and moving. They can't just watch this part of the game anymore. Aubrey pumps it into the air. Underneath it this time is Ryan Wilkins. He decides to have a run. And has it paid off for Swansea in the end? He offloads it back in field. And wearing 6 is Alfie Llewellyn. 4 teams looking to play now.
Good 5. Onside.
Chris Williams
use it.
Just put his foot on it a little bit.
Yeah, 6, careful. 6 off yard.
But it's another contestable. Ball in play. Pretty high. Good to see from the youngster. Good take. He's big fullback. 17-year-old, one for the future. The big carry coming in from Ed Thompson. Nothing to choose between these two at the moment. This time, Callum Carson decides enough's enough. It bounces into touch. What do we make of all that, kid?
Yeah, a bit of a back and forth there. Both teams being pretty patient in the kick battle. Ultimately waiting for a poor kick so that someone can attack. But obviously, you know, both teams are trying to play, and Bridgend obviously quit first on that one and tried to put it back in the air, and Swansea ended up putting it out. But it's a big kick chase focus, and I bet the forwards are feeling it already.
Evan Yardley goes towards the back, but that wasn't straight, says referee Rhys Jones.
No straight, boys. 4. Scrum line. Scrum call, boys.
And scrum called by Swansea. Evan Yardley.
Set up, please, boys. Right,
Bridgend boy, his father Paul played with myself at Aberafon many years ago. Bridgend stalwart. And here's that lineup from Evan Yardley. Won't be happy. He's experienced campaigning out just outside the line. 31 in his third season since coming back to his homeland. A good attacking position for Swansea. But they're under pressure from the scrum. Too early, says referee Rhys Jones. Off goes Swansea. Thomas just forcing that one.
Not back 10. Not back 10.
It was so quick.
Again, okay? Back 10.
Moved back.
No, it was early.
10 metres. So it's another free kick.
Go back, keep going. Yeah, go back.
I suppose we see a tap and go here, Kieran.
Go scrum, boys.
Well, I think so.
Go scrum, free kick.
After that last scrum, but it'd be interesting to see how they go about this one.
Mark's here, boys.
I think Matthew Aubrey will try and probably keep the tempo as high as he can, but obviously this has slowed down quite a bit now.
Yeah. I've gone 10, you have to go 10. Pull it back, ready?
He's been pretty adamant about the yardage. Can't take a scrum now, new law.
I should have known that, shouldn't I?
Well, you haven't played yet this season, so you're all right. I can ask you about that in a minute now, but here we go again. There's young second row, Ben Roberts from Swansea Uni man.
What number, Boyley?
And the referee's arm is out.
Tackle me! 9 offside, back foot.
Swansea just edging closer. Here's the big tight dead Chris Davis, 32-year-old ex-Arbor
Your advantage, not rolling.
Carson chisels it through. Howley, oh, such a difficult bounce for the fullback. And Swansea pounce on it. Have they got it?
He's trapped. Let it come. It's coming.
Trying to dig it out. It's Callum Carson, I think, the man who put the kick through. And there it is. Thompson, the other second row. Aubrey scurrying to the base. Thomas out the back. Oh, lovely hands, but it was just too deep for Dom Hay. But Swansea still have it. Callum Dodd wearing 11 over on that side. And enough's enough, says Rhys Jones. Concerted pressure from Swansea, Kieran.
Yeah, definitely. They turned it up a little bit on Bridgend, and they're keeping the ball. They put a kick in behind, probably a bit of a stab or nothing, knowing they have advantage, and they work it off for them, and they're definitely building pressure into the game and looking quite nicely.
What about yourself? When are we going to see you in an Osprey shirt?
Hopefully in the next couple of weeks. It's going all right. Got back on the field this week with the boys. Did a full training week, so hopefully, touch wood, if selected next week.
Well, I'm sure all Osprey fans would love to see that, especially off the back of a great win against the Stormers. Kickstart in the season after the disappointing loss to the Dragons. And we wish you all the very best, Kieran, in that one. That shirt you'll put on has been worn by some special players. Josh Phillips is currently at 100% record. And it didn't look like he was going to miss that one. Swansea take a deserved lead, 3-0, and Josh Phillips keeps his 100% record for the season.
My arm was out, but the ball came very quick. It was a different picture, okay? Different picture.
Well, it was close last week. Took a last gasp Chris Williams try for the Ravens to prevail. But now, wow, that's a great kick, just on the 10-metre line. Beautifully taken by Thomas Jevons. Swansea have stolen it. Aubrey, a long pass to Carson. It was a definite kicking option. A second kick for Swansea, but that's been held up. Now off goes Macaulay Rowley. Danger here for Swansea. Chiseled through. Who's going to get there first? Guess who? The one to watch. Ryan Wilkins goes over. It's an early response. He gets his second try in Bridgend colours in just his 6th appearance, and Ryan Wilkins showed some toe there to get a deserved try. What a score.
Yeah, definitely why we were speaking about it before the game. We said that he can make something happen out of nothing. All right, he gets the offload on the touchline, but he just backs himself. Sees the space on the outside and in behind, and he backs his pace. That's what we spoke about, how dangerous he was for Swansea tonight to be able to defend him.
Well, he certainly showed some pace, didn't he? He left the Swansea players in his wake. He got the bounce, but sometimes you make your own luck. And the cover it Lewis Edwards couldn't get there in time. An individual try from the one to watch tonight. Ryan Wilkins, 21-year-old, watch out for him. A lot of people, Kieran, they see 21, 22-year-old players and think, they've been through the academy, they haven't played regional rugby yet, perhaps their careers are done. It's not really the case, is it?
No, it's definitely not. I probably fall into that bracket myself when I went to Jersey for a couple of years, and it's about playing as much as you can and experiencing the game through playing, and not necessarily just training and waiting for your opportunity. The more you play, the more you learn, and the better you get.
Well, you are, case in point. Meanwhile, Ben Burnell has put a beautiful kick over for the conversion. We see Ryan Wilkins again, looked up, saw the space, beautiful kick, backed his pace. Big score. And Burnell's conversion means that Bridgend have a 7 points to 3 lead. And now the tails are up. Here's Callum Knott. The youngster called up late, just during the warm-up. Ben Burnell, who belies his age really, 21-year-old son of former Pontypridd, Cardiff Blues, and London Welsh coach Justin Burnell, of course. Good follow-up. Good offload from Knott, but Swansea chasing up really well. Dom Hay with the blue hat tried to get his hands on the ball. Thomas Jevons, the hard yards. Williams unprotected really, got it away under attention from Geraint Powell. So much emphasis on the kicking game these days, and therefore the chase. Carson to his loose head, Ed Thompson, who claims to have the most appearances for Cardiff University ever in history. And now then Swansea work the short side. The kick over the top from Tom Edwards. Has Aubrey got the gas on the inside support? He does indeed. An intelligent kick from the winger. And we've just mentioned it, Kieran Hardy, that if you run those lines as a scrum half on the inside, we call them cheat lines, well, at some point you're going to get your reward.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's about reading the play, isn't it? Knowing when to gamble on that inside line and when not to. And I think, obviously, he's run it twice in this game. The first one, the bounce wasn't favourable, but this time he does the same line again, and as every good 9 does, he picks it up on the inside.
Well, it was a mismatch. Poor old Barnaby Waddell wearing 4. I can see he's having a good go at it, but there was only one winner in that foot race. And Aubrey throws the ball and then chats to his coach. Nice touch there. And he's showing his experience. 27 now, Matthew Aubrey. Played at Cardiff, of course. Ospreys we talked about. It is important to have somebody in a key position with that experience. Of course, Joe Thomas at 13 as well. But this young man, Josh Phillips, ex-Pontypridd, 100%. He was with the Scarlets Academy for a while. Wales under 20s. Can he maintain that perfect record? Well, he has. It didn't look like from here, Kieran, but he's kept his record. Great kick from Josh Phillips. Happy visiting coach. I'll look over to you.
I'm not going to comment on that. I think the stand's in the way.
Another great kick from Burnell, contestable. Williams couldn't quite gather it. It's pretty even at the moment, Kieran. Swansea just maybe a little bit more at it.
Yeah, probably. I think Swansea probably controlled majority of the game. I think besides one breakaway from Bridgend, they look in control. I mean, the kicking game are pushing them back, and when they get the ball, they look dangerous on the edges. So I think it'll be more of the same for Swansea in the next 20 minutes.
Dom Hay, good ball, but it wasn't straight, says referee Rhys Jones. That's one apiece on the not straight front, and Bridgend opt for the scrum. They look perhaps the team a little bit on top in this facet of the game.
Same setup. Blue, not too early. Okay? White, not too early.
So 15-metre blindside.
Crouch.
Matthew Aubrey defending.
Fine.
Almost as next to defender.
Go again.
Slightly harder to attack from the right-hand side here, Kieran, because Aubrey will be able to join the back line.
Yeah, definitely. I think most scrums now and the attacks are looking at where the 9 is defending and what he's going to be doing off the scrum and how they manipulate that. So I think it's not much of a short side here, and by the looks of it, Bridgend winger is already starting to go open. So imagine Aubrey would probably join up with his 10 on the inside.
Important for all young scrum halves to learn those sort of things. Bridgend don't need the back line. Rhys Jones, the referee, says play it. And up comes the centre, Tom Florence, pinched a few metres there. Bennell tries to shuffle it out quick to Howley. It's lost now. What can Swansea do with this? Bridgend need to regather themselves quickly. Not good enough from Swansea. No advantage. So they'll go back for the knock-on. So Swansea defence pretty much in attack here. Intact, sorry. There you can see the pass was just a bit too flat, too fast for Howley. Well, that's the infringement that meant no advantage. Just going off their feet there, Swansea. So same issue for Swansea on attack now. Chris Williams will defend.
Fine. Set. High, stay high.
That's another big scrum. This time, Rhys Jones, the referee, says it is a penalty. And Bridgend have been looking for that, Kieran, haven't they? The penalty at the scrum.
Yeah, definitely. I think they were probably unlucky on the scrum before not to get one. And it's a good way for them to build some momentum back into the game and put some pressure on Swansea and get an attacking line out now.
Yeah, it's not moving from number 8, Thomas Jevons' feet. They've tried for that penalty and they got their rewards. Definitely on top in the scrum. Bennell now looking to get into the 22. He does more than that. That's an excellent kick from the young outside half. Bridgend have their tails at Evan Yardley trots to the mark. A purposeful approach. Now then, what have Bradley Davis's charges got up their sleeve here? Clean ball. Will it be a maul?
It's fine, all backwards.
Indeed it is. It's gone down and the referee's arm goes out. They're playing advantage.
Still advantage.
Not enough advantage, says Rhys Jones.
Collapse.
And it was a collapse maul now. What do you start to think here now, Kieran? Already one penalty, you go again, the same sort of tactic?
Yeah, well, it's usually based on what the forwards are feeling out there, and it's more of a feeling. Obviously, they think they've got this tendency set piece, scrum and line out, and they're obviously confident to go to the corner and try and push them over, and it's a big statement for them, especially in the game, with the stage of the game at the moment.
Well, they've gone to 5 metres out, danger territory for Swansea. Good ball, one right in the middle by Barnaby Waddell. Looks like a better formation this time. Swansea have to watch themselves. And now it starts to motor. Evan Yardley is there. They're motoring towards the line. It's over. But is it down? The referee's arm goes up. The decision paid off for Bridgend. They went to the corner again, showed their patience. And as my co-commentator Kieran Hardy said, the feel of the forwards, well, the decision was right.
Oh, definitely. And you know, I think the forwards have put in a great effort there to get the boys over the line, and they've obviously seen something and felt something on the field that they got the ascendancy in the scrum and the maul. So I think fair play to them. They get it set up pretty well. They get the ball to the back, and at this stage it never really looks like going backwards or being stopped by Swansea. So it's very well processed by them, and ultimately they get the 5 points they probably deserve.
Difficult to see who actually had his hands on the ball in the end. I think it was number 8, Thomas Jevons. Yeah. You're not taking that ball off him, are you? No. This is slightly more infield than Ben Bennell's last attempt, which he struck superbly from the touchline through the sticks. He has another attempt. Prolific point scorer at age group, Premiership level, and now Super Rygbi Cymru. The flags go up. Was it ever in doubt? Ben Bennell was near the halfway line as the flags went up. He knew it. And what a weapon it is.
Tri chwaraewr, wel cyn chwaraewr ryngwladol yn cadw cwmni fan hyn. Matt Jones, Scott Baldwin and Bradley Davis. Can I have a quick word? I'm just saying I've got three former internationals keeping me company up on the gantry, and that try must have been particularly pleasing for you.
You got two internationals. Matthew Jones had one cap against Canada about 27 years ago, but no, yeah, it was pleasing. We had a good start, won the first two, and then typical Bridgend, we switched off, lose our next two, but come back really well, and a great call and nice maul try.
Hey, every cap counts, Scott. And I want to ask you about Ryan Wilkins. You name-checked him pre-match, and he's lived up to expectations tonight.
Yeah, he's a special player. He's probably been getting massive raps for how good he's been defending, so it's nice to see that his attacking side of the ball is being shown tonight as well.
A bit of interest in him from English clubs, from elsewhere?
Yeah, there's two or three. Yeah, there's a little bit of interest, yeah. So, yeah, hopefully he stays in Wales and one of the regions pick him up, though.
Don't want to talk about that, do you? But just a word on the game then, and yeah, 2 tries in the first 20 sparked it into life. What are you looking for now?
Just a little bit more discipline in terms of, not discipline in terms of penalties, but disciplines. And we speak about line speed, and I probably think we're a little bit hesitant for their try. Just said about fully committing. If they get a world-class pass away, then fair play to them. But I don't think we'll challenge them enough there at the minute at certain points.
Scott, great game so far. Thank you for your time.
Off the top again, it's gone loose. Bennell again lurking in that second receiver position. There's a clear plan there from Matthew Jones. Quite harsh from Bradley on Matthew Jones. There's 4 coaches here, Kieran, that I coached. So it's making me feel old, that's for sure. Lovely kick again through the lines. And this time it was Ed Howley. There's lots of kicking options on the field from both teams here, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. I think on the better mix you've got in your kicking game, the better, the variety. I think the game's probably gone a bit box kick heavy, as it is, but I think if there's other ways to manipulate the backfield, whether that be through first receiver, second receiver, or going back down a short side, the better.
Dom Hay goes towards the front, finds Ben Roberts, and it's been a good part of the game for Swansea, getting out of trouble. As soon as that ball moves off the line, the touch referee can call the back lines up to last feet, and Aubrey now goes lower on his trajectory with that one, tried to catch the backfield out, but Howley was wise to it. He goes to the air, maybe not as long as he wanted, but it is contestable. Gone forward, it was a fair contest. Oh, he put his arm up, and then down to the referee, and Ryan Wilkins this time takes his eye off that one.
They're both looking for the ball. Is there a knock on there, Movie? Okay. Boys both going for the ball. No deliberate action. Just a knock on over here. Okay. See this? Looking for the ball, boys. Yeah. Nothing deliberate there.
I don't know about you, Kim, but I thought in this the Swansea player knocked it on.
They're both deliberate, yeah.
There?
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, and then
was the contact from the Bridgend a bit early?
I don't think so.
Well, he did put his arm up, and then the assistant said no, and then they've gone for this knock-on, but not the Swansea knock-on from the kick. Interesting. He knows he's got away with it. It's the captain, Callum Bowden.
Crouch!
Big pressure moment for Swansea, though, especially with the last 2 scrums and the way they've gone.
You'd imagine Bridgend would go for him again, but it's a quick away this time. Lovely little heel, and Aubrey gets it back for a second touch. In off the wing comes Tom Edwards. Bridgend defence is good. No gain line there for Swansea. And now slowed down. Bowden tries to get momentum. They're going backwards here, Swansea. And Aubrey uses that trusty left foot. Goes down the middle of the field. It's a decent kick. Cross comes Howley. Seems to be everywhere. Picks his head up. Ball's in the air long enough for Josh Phillips to find it. Now we've got that kick tennis again. And Knott finds himself back there just inside his 22. Runs down the tramp. And now what will Aubrey do? Well, he thought about the long pass. Light on his left foot, and Howley again takes it forward. This is going to be pumped downfield again. Oh, he catches Tom Edwards, napping a little bit, but it's a little too far.
Goal line.
And it is a goal line restart. And some of the forwards have to trudge all the way back to the goal line. And I'm sure there's some forwards out there, Kieran, with this new law thinking, I'm going to do a lot more turnaround running.
Oh, definitely. And the boys are probably having a few words off him right now as well. Swansea look like they were in control of that the kicking contest there, but they probably just need to eat up a few yards when they catch him in the backfield and keep the momentum on Bridgend, because they got him going backwards, and they probably just left him off the hook a couple of times.
Fair challenge coming there. Now Burnell on the front foot, takes it to the line. Florence steps inside, shrugs off 1, 2. He's a big man in the inside centre. Williams wants to go back down that same side where Burnell waits. Flat pass. Swansea just regathered their defensive line. Up steps Evan Hill with the carry. It's a good contest, this one. Burnell to the line. Gets it off-road. Lovely play. And just scragged back. But there's Chris Williams. Oh, an amazing tackle coming in from the Swansea cover, but is it still there for Bridgend? The pop pass is Evan Yardley. Can he get over? He's just a metre short now. The pick and go coming up from Liam Tobias, and he gets a try on his 50th appearance for Bridgend Ravens. That'll be a proper score. The tight end, in his previous 49 appearances, only had 1 try to his name. He's doubled that in his 50th. And that was an amazing passage of play there, Kieran Hardy.
Oh, definitely. I think Ben Burnell's been everything good about Bridgend so far, and here he is again going at the line, offload after contact. And what's great here is how they all come alive, and they just keep the ball moving in the transition. And then once you're in behind, you know how hard it is to defend 2 metres out, and they just keep the momentum. And great for him on his 50th. You'd probably say it was from 50 metres, but it's great for him to cross the line as well.
Yeah, the distance on that will grow as the weeks go on. Liam Tobias celebrates his 50th appearance, and he gets a little bit of cold spray for his trouble as well. He's milking this. He's loving it, isn't he? Well done to the tight head prop. And the guy who instigated the final phases, Ben Burnell, his easiest kick of the night so far. It's not an easy one, but it's the easiest of the ones he's slotted so far. Doesn't look like missing. Steps up, looks at it, and he's put the commentator's curse on Ben Burnell. He's missed that one. It's easiest of the night, but we now have a scoreline of 19-10. It's 2 scores in front for Bridgend.
Yeah, and they've been really clinical, haven't they? I think all the opportunities they've had in Swansea's half, nearly said Abertawe, they've looked excellent. And Ben Burnell's been a massive part of that, I think. Obviously, I know he missed the kick there, but that won't dampen his confidence at all, because he looks really good.
He does look a confident player, doesn't he? You know, he's got good stature, good temperament, good kicking game, passing game. Matthew Jones was telling me before the game he plays very flat to the line. That shows confidence. Now then, Williams, not the kick he wanted perhaps, particularly as the inside is 22.
He probably would have wanted a bit more there, but there's a bit of pressure on him as well, and the importance of getting that ruck as long as possible for the Nines, because obviously we'll always tell you that it's not long enough if there's any pressure on us, so it's important that they get that in. But equally for Bridgend, they've looked pretty organised from set piece, so they won't mind the ball going off here.
John Hay, that's just overthrown. Yardley relishes that, a bit of space to run into. Burnell gets it away quickly. Florence got his tail up. He's beating defenders for fun now. The young inside centre. Burnell waits flat. Ryan Wilkins, the danger man, hurriedly gets it out there, but it's beautifully taken behind him. I think it was Ed Howley, but here they come again. Bridgend tails are up now.
You're passing, boy.
Alfie Llewellyn, who's in, son of former Wales international Gareth Llewellyn. The halfway line, Bridgend building phases. Burnell pulling the strings. Wilkins came short. Howley, a second receiver. Now then, Coram has to chisel it forward. Difficult one for young Lewis Edwards. He's charged down There's a race for the line. Is it going to stay in field? Yes, it did. But luckily, Josh Phillips got back there. Was Ryan Wilkins held back
committed
there?
To me, committed. Go line.
He's complaining to the referee.
6 to go, okay?
But again, lots of phases, Kieran.
Yeah, I think Bridgend going through the gears now, and they look like they're really putting pressure on Swansea, and they're finding the edges. I think they're quite physical in the middle. They're creating the speed of ball, and they're going after them on the edges, and the kicks in behind as well. Obviously, going to be a big threat to them.
They're going to get it back now. Bennell shovels it to one of the try scorers here, Thomas Jevons, and they definitely got their tails up, the Ravens. All getting the carry. This is nice. They found the edge again. Florence to the danger man Wilkins. He chips it forward. Dangerous one for Swansea. Back goes Captain Bowden. 5 metres out. Well, they needed the skipper there, but Bridgend put the counter push on.
Counter-ruck 5.
Counter-ruck is good, says referee Rhys Jones.
Let it come. Onside blue.
Swansea have it in such a dangerous position. Aubrey left-footed. Gets it away. Bennell wants to go quick, but Howley wasn't looking. And that's a really good kick from the scrum half, Kieran.
It's a hell of a clearance kick out over your shoulder for a left footer. To get it anywhere near the 22 there would be an exceptional kick. But again, we see Bridgend going to the edges and dropping the ball in behind again and putting Swansea under more pressure and asking them to exit. And I think obviously Bridgend being down here now, hopefully they can turn this pressure into another try or try scoring opportunity.
As we say that, it's stolen in the line out. And Dom Hay does the cleaning up work. Just a little underthrow maybe, or well read by the Swansea line out defence.
Use it!
We just saw on the replay, Ryan Wilkins was held back a little bit by Josh Phillips.
No!
Actually, full-back Lewis Edwards, but you know, the play goes on and Howley picks his head up, looks, carries two hands, good flat pass to Ryan Wilkins. Now then, he's done this once for a try already. And all Aubrey can do is come across field, and that's a beautiful little skill that Ryan Wilkins has.
Yeah, he's seen it twice in this game already, and
there's a fact 50 in front of the kicker. They took it in. There's a fact. 15 clearly in front.
Well, it was 15 after his long pass to Ryan Wilkins.
15 is in front.
Howley never checked himself. Well, that's got to be an assistant's call.
There's plenty of encouraging signs with Bridgend out there, though. They're really getting after them on the edges now and finding a lot of space, and those kicks from behind are still working, still putting pressure on, and luckily Aubrey, with all his experience there, he comes across, as every good 9 does, and covers the last space.
I know Howley was in front of the kicker there. There's no material effect on the game. Aubrey had to carry it into touch. No advantage to Swansea, of course, but good line out this time. Dom Hay feeds, and Aubrey gets it off the top nicely into their strides, but under pressure, too much pressure, was Matthew Aubrey. Bridgend off their feet, and a chance here now with, what, 3.5 minutes.
Close goal, boys. Yeah, can't dive over the ruck. We got time, boys, yeah? It'll be 2 minutes after this kick, okay?
Hey, Nick, what are you doing?
Well, Swansea choose to go for the sticks. Been under the cosh a little bit in the last 10-15 minutes or so, so unsurprising that they want to get within a score before half-time, and this young man has been in fine form off the kick into the ex-Ponty outside half. Wales under-20s, Scarlet's Academy. Phillips, it's a big kick, 45 metres or so. Has he just pulled it? Yes, just to the left upright.
22. Got 2 minutes, boys, till half time, okay?
Referee giving us the information. 2 minutes to half time. He's bang on our clock. 38 minutes gone. 9 points in it. Bridgend lead by 19 points to 10. And deservedly scored. Some excellent tries. 3 tries. 2-1. And our kicker there has been instrumental in pretty much most of Bridgend's play. Ben Bennell, Aubrey, who's had a lot to do in this first half. Spiral bomb, which Howley takes really well. He's got that over Aubrey into the 22 now. The chase comes from the full-back. This is tricky for the scrum half, Aubrey here. But he's on his left side. And he's used that to great effect in his first half. Gets the bounce and clears his lines. Potentially the last line out before half-time. Evan Yardley goes to the back. Just a little long. One last chance for Swansea in the first half to do something. Aubrey goes to chip it over top, and it's well taken by Coram Knott up to the halfway line. Try scorer Liam Tobias plays scrum half. To another try scorer, Thomas Jevons wearing 8. Burnell goes to the sky, crossfield bomb, it's a good one. Across comes Lewis Edwards, the young 17-year-old. 2 Bridgend players are there. Swansea have it again. Oh, lovely flip inside to Callum Carson. His centre partner couldn't take it.
Advantage.
Advantage, says referee, but there is none.
Knock on. Still time.
And there's still time for the scrum.
Knock on White.
Entertaining first half, 4 tries in it. 3 of those to the home team.
Last play.
Jen looking for 2 wins on the bounce.
Last play.
Will take them up the table. Another try would give them a bonus point, of course. And a new law in Super Rygbi Cymru. If winning team exceeds 15 points, 15 points clear in a win, they get another bonus point. So there's an incentive to play attacking rugby.
Good.
The clock has gone red. What do Bridgend want to do? They want to play. Ben Burnell says we'll take a 9-point lead into half-time. And he's had a great first half. It's been a positive one for Bridgend, carrying on where they left off last week in their victory at St Helens. As tempers just bubble over at the end of the first half. Ryan Wilkins with the first goal for Bridgend, followed up by Thomas Jevons, and then a Liam Tobias effort close to the line after great build-up play. 3 tries to 1 at half-time at the Dunraven Brewery Field. It's Bridgend that leads Swansea by 19 points to 10.
Pob dim gyda'r gêm ar hyn o bryd, tempo, dychymyg a cywirdeb, ond pen y bont falle y mwyaf peryglus o'r ddau dîm, a'r gŵr yma yn heiddi cael ei alw yn un i wylo cyn y gêm. Ryan Wilkins yn tyrio gyda y canolor, Ifan Phillips a Kieran Hadi ymuno iddi. Ifan, Kieran, mae'r ddau dîm wedi dod i chwarae, mae wedi bod yn dipyn o hanner.
Mae dau dîm wedi cystadlu'n dda iawn, mas dau dîm wedi paratoi yn dda ar gyfer y gêm, a disgwyl symud y pel, a ni wedi gweld y cwpl o ceisiau neis mas yn barod.
Ie, galle Abertawe wedi cael bwlch yn edyn 19-13 pe fain nhw ddim wedi methu'r gicna. Galle pethau wedi bod yn agosach.
Ie, yn sicr, ond fel nath Kieran sôn, mae'r ddoi dîm yma i chwarae, pob clod nhw, ni'n bendant, wel, mae'r cefnogwyr yn bendant i gael werth pris y tocyn. Mae ni wedi cael tipyn o geisiau a ceisiau sydd wedi cael i gweu yn bert iawn, felly pob glod i'r ddoi dîm, a dwi'n edrych mlaen i'r ail hanner na.
Ie, cais gorau'r gêm falle, un o geisiau gorau'r wythnos, un o geisiau gorau'r rown Kieran, oedd y cais cynta Ryan Wilkins.
Ie, ni wedi sôn o beth i fe trwy gydol y gêm, cyn y gêm. Fa mae Dan Jerris yw gyda'r pel ni dwylo, a tywar pen y bont fan hyn yn mynd nôl ato nhw. Y cic bach y rydd falle gan Abertawe, a maen nhw sy'n gweld cyfle ar ochr dywyll na, a'r sgil sydd y fe, wedyn ni gweld y space yn y cefen, a wedyn o'r pel mewn, a chwarae teg fe, mae'n neud yn wych.
Ie, mae'n chwarae'r amryddau yn dynamig iawn ifanc, ond falle i weld y digeth sy'n amlwg fan hyn mwy na dim.
Ie, yn sicr, nes i sôn yn y bwlch sylwebu, oedd e gyda ni ar y cyfres 7 bwlchor, a o'n i'n gweld e'n ware, a oedd e'n creu hafoc ar y ca 7 bwlchor, felly pan mae'r gwagle gyda ge, mae fe'n gwybod yn union le mae'r llinell gais na. Dath hwnna i gyd o'r ail ddechrau, Abertawe yn methu ail cidio yn yr ail ddechrau na, a roi cic rydd fel nath Kieran sôn i Abertawe, ond pan mae Abertawe yn gael y cyfle, Pen y Bont, yn gael y cyfle i redeg, mae nhw'n gwybod yn union sydd wedi trafod y bel na.
A Abertawe yn cymryd un o'i gyfleoedd cynta hefyd. Matthew Aubrey, dyn ti'n abod yn weddol dda?
Ie, siarad ni bach wyt i fe cyn y gêm fyd, a tywod, fel pob mewnwr da. Mae fe'n redig y llinell ar y tu fewn, oedd cic ddim hir cyn y cic in, a gath ddim y bounce, ond yr un peth to, mae syl ar y tu fewn, a chwarae teg i fe, mae'n atro na i sgwrio'r cais.
Ie, Callum Carson yn wirthiol, jyst yn galw am y bel na rownd tu ôl gefen y blaenwyr, a jyst yn redeg y llinell na, a sgwari lan a roi'r pas na i'r ysgellwr mewn y gwagle. Oedd hi'n cic bach bert gan yr ysgellwr, a fel nath Ciaran sôn, y llinell cynorthwyol na yn wych gyda Aubrey, a am cerwydd Hugh Gustafson yn disgwyl yn weddol hapus gyda'r cais bach na.
Ie, Gustafson yn hapus, a gwr arall oedd yn hapus oedd Bradley Davies lan yn y gantri pan sgoriodd Pen y Bont. Ei ail gais y cyfan yn dod o'r pac, o'r sgarmes, wel o'r sgrym i ddechrau.
Ie, yn union, oedd yna'n bendant yn cais i'r pac na, gyd yn dod o'r sgrym na, yn cael kick-osp o'r sgrym, wedyn mynd am y llinell, yn cael ail kick-osp o'r sgrym na, ond fi'n siŵr bydd Evan Yardley falle'n cael cais, gael sgwrs bach tawel gyda Jevons, ddim yn paso a trosglwyddo'r bel yn ôl, achos cais i'r bachwr fel arfer yw'r rein, ond yr wythwr yn penderfynu dal sownd iddi, a ymladd dros i gael y cais i Ben y Bont i roi nhw ar y blaen.
Ie, dyma cais Tobias Drawian i'r cyfan. O, lot o blant tu ôl ni, os chi'n clywed y sŵn. Ond ie, falle, maen nhw wedi treulio digon amser yn y ddwy ar hugen, felly o da bryd bod nhw'n cymryd y pwyntiau.
Ie, mae hwnna'n cais gwych, fi'n credu bod Ben Bonnell wedi walu gyda digon o hyder mas na, mae wedi mynd at y llinell, mae wedi dod â chwaraewyr arall mewn i'r gêm, mae'n dod lwytho fan hyn. A beth sy'n gred gyda Pen y Bont fan hyn yw pan maen nhw'n cael y cyfle i aros yn yr ail ar ugen, maen nhw gyd yn mynd gyda'i gilydd, a maen nhw'n cadw momentum yn y gêm na, a wale teg i Tobias wedi sgori o 50 metr fyna.
Ie, Abertawe yn anturus iawn. Pen y Bont yn anturus gyda'r bel yn ei ddwylo, ond Abertawe yn dîm sy'n hoffi gwrthymosod, felly digon mwy ddod yn yr ail hanner. Ond yn falch iawn o ddweud, mae ysgrifennydd y clwb, Tony Williams, yn ymuno â fi nawr. Bridgend secretary joining me now, and you've got fans of all generations here today, but particularly a lot of kids. Tell us a bit about the initiative you've got going on.
Yeah, last season we started up a pathway, so we're looking for the under-11s, under-16s, Bridgend College and our boys to sort of create a pathway so that everybody has an opportunity to play for Bridgend. And yeah, we're trying to create the atmosphere whereby you progress through the age groups and it ends up with a Ravens jersey.
And it's called Earn Your Stripes? So
it's Earn Your Stripes, yeah. You can't see it from here, but the under-11s jerseys...
You've got a jersey here, there we are, you can show us. Oh, lovely stuff.
So that starts off with one stripe on it.
So this is when you're at school, is it?
That's right.
Yeah, fine.
So that's got the one stripe on it. And then when you get the Bridgend jersey, you earn the 4 stripes. So each jersey, progressing through the age group, gets an extra stripe. And yeah, it's all about achieving your potential and playing for Bridgend and then Ospreys and Wales, really.
Fantastic. So, well, there's your oyster. I imagine there are a few more jerseys between this one and this one. Tell us a bit about that and how you're, I guess, hoping to keep players in the region.
Yeah, we've appointed a pathway manager. So what we were concerned about is that between ages 11 and 16, there's not much rugby. So we've started to introduce competitions for Bridgend schools. And yeah, he keeps an eye on them and watches their progression throughout the age groups, really.
And just finally, what's the reaction been? I'm getting a feeling these boys are absolutely loving it here tonight.
100%, yeah. The under-11s have come along and you can see them on the pitch there, but they've really enjoyed themselves and they brought some atmosphere to the game as well.
Yeah, who knows? We might see them on Super Rygbi Cymru one day. That's Tony, right. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time. I'll take that mic off you. A gan bod ni erbyn hyn wedi cyrraedd y mis Hydref, mae'n bryd ar gyfer cais y mis. Un o'n hoff elfennau i o'r rhaglen, felly dyma'r gorau o fis Medi.
Mae'r bel allan i Bradley Roderick, y canolwr yn defnyddio ei gryfder yma ac yn torri drwy'r dacl yn dadlwytho i Jack Beezer sydd i ffwr o'r fainc. Hogan sy'n mynd a'i mlaen, mae angen cefnogaeth fan hyn, Evans, a nôl tu mewn i Conor Moyes sy'n mynd i sgorio dan y pys i Aberafan. Hithos bydd Porthwyn Rhys yn mynd yn sydyn, Hughes yn dilyn i basi hun, gwaith da gan y Porthwyn, y bel yn cyrraedd Tolby Bolden sy'n fylch yn effeithiol ac yn ochr gamin hyfryd, cefnogaeth gan Lee Rhys, a mae Lee Rhys gyda aceri o le o'i flaen o ar ei 350fed ymddangosiad i'r clwb negas. Flanagan yn bwyllog yn aros am y bel, Kieran Meek gyda'r gic, Getraws ag at Marcus Jones mewn aceri o le, chick dros y top, dros ben Billy McBride. A mae Marcus Jones yn dilyn I gicio hun. Fo fydd y cynta i'r bêl ac am gais I Pontypool. Defyr yn pwyllo yn aros am y bêl. Billy McBride, digon o ddynion allan ar yr asgell I rygbi Gogledd Cymru. Earl Jones gyda'r bêl allan I Rhys Tiwdor yn mynd am y gornel ac am orffeniad o'r safon uchaf gan yr asgellwr.
Gallai unrhyw un wedi ennill y wobr, ond Rhys Tiwdor sy'n mynd â hi gyda 47% o'r pleidlais. A lle weithoch chi, ni wedi bod yn ffilmo tutorials gyda Steph Hughes yn ystod yr wythnos, a wrth I Rhys Tiwdor fyna plymio fel Superman, ond mae Steph yn dysgu chi sut yn union I wneud e.
Shwmai pawb, Steph Hughes yma, canolwr y dreigiau. Sgil sai wedi defnyddio lot yn y nyrfa, ond fi wedi gweld sawl person yn, yw'r deifo am cais. Felly gewn ni weld enghraifft o hwn nawr. Ni'n gweld sawl enghraifft arbennig o hwn, Cheslin Colby, mae Johnny Wilkinson wedi wneud un, le mae'r bêl mas gyda fe. Un o'r pethau mwyaf pwysig fel chwaraewr sydd gyda'r bêl yn ymosod yw hyder. Mae rhaid chi gael hyder I fynd am y gornel, I fynd am y cais. A'r ail peth yw'r bêl. Mae'r bêl yn holl bwysig yn y sefyllfa, achos chi'n agos iawn i'r ystlys. Mae'r amddiffynwr yn dod ato chi, gweud bod nhw'n dod o'r ochr hyn. Mae rhaid bod y bêl bant wrthyn nhw, ond dim gormod fel bod chi'n ffili cael e'n nôl mewn I cae y chwarae. Y peth nesaf I gofio yw'r cos sy'n plantio. Yn amlwg mae rhaid ni wneud siŵr bod e yn tir chwarae, felly tu fewn y llinell. Ond hefyd ni moyn creu lot o pŵer o'r trod na, I neidio mewn i'r awyr, I creu'r gwagle. Mae hefyd yn edrych yn cool iawn os chi yn neidio i'r awyr, bêl bant, coesau dros yr ystlys, Instagram.
Dwi'n yn gwybod am chi, ond dwi'n hollol gutted bod ni ddim wedi gweld Steph Hughes ei hun yn plymio. Dyna fe o'n i'n aros am, y foment fawr. Be ddigwyddodd, boys? I ni wedi weld ti'n neud y Ciaran?
Sa'n siŵr, sa'n gwybod. Os mae'n cymryd mor hir a bydde Steph yn siarad y bit I fe, sa'n credu wedi quite digon amser I fi.
Falle ddim fwdlyd, falle yn lun, na ni madde I Steph. Ond, digon I ddod I chi ar S4C dros yr wythnos nesaf. Gêm enfawr yn hanes Clwb y Teintiau Newydd heno yn erbyn Fiorentina, uchafbwyntiau am chwarter wedi 10. Pen y Bont yn erbyn y Bari nos Wener, Abertawe sy'n croesawu Caerdydd ar sgorio Dydd Sul cyn cyfle I wylio uchafbwyntiau hanner marathon Caerdydd. Digon o gemau hefyd ym Mhencampwriaeth y rygbi unedig. Dreigen croesawu'r Sharks, prynawn dydd Sadwrn yn S4C. Munster erbyn y Gweilch, y gêm yna hefyd yn fyw. A uchafbwyntiau cyngred ysgolion a Cholegau Cymru yn ogystal â Super Rygbi Cymru nos Fawrth nesaf. Byddwn ni nôl wythnos nesaf nos Iau nesaf yng Nghasnewydd wrth iddyn nhw croesawu'r Porthmin. Fe ddechreuwn ni gyda'r Gweilch gan bod y ddoi ohonoch chi yn dod o'r Rhanbarth. Maen nhw'n hedfan I Munster, wythnos ar ôl I Munster golli I Zebra. Fyddan nhw'n disgwyl ymateb?
Fi'n credu bendant bydd Munster yn disgwyl ymateb ar ôl canlyniad ddwetha. A fi'n credu i'r Gweilch yw cadw adeiladu beth nathon nhw ddwetha. Fi'n credu bod hyder yn gret yn y camp. Fi'n credu bod boes yn disgwyl mlaen i'r gêm ar y penwythnos a gobeithio wneud statement arall mas na.
Dwy fuddugoliaeth allan o ddwy I Gaerdydd, ond mae'r campwyr presennol Glasgow yn teithio'r brif ddinas. Mae'n fod yn her wahanol fori.
Ond sicr fi'n credu bod nhw'n bles iawn gyda siwt bod nhw wedi, enwedig gael y canlyniadau yn y ddwy gêm gynta na. Allan nhw yn amlwg gwella ar y perfformiad fel pob tro sy'n dim byd yn berffaith, ond fel nes ti sôn, mae Glasgow yn dod i'r brif ddinas a mae hwnna yn bendant yn mynd I fod yn sialens hollol gwahanol, ond fi'n siŵr bydd y Gaerdydd yn llawn hyder o Tomyn Unen.
Wel, mae'r chwaraewyr yn rhedeg allan tu ôl I ni sy'n golygu un peth. Mae'n bryd I ni fynd nôl at ein tîmau sylwebu. English language commentary will come from Sean Hawley and Kieran Hardy. Yn y Gymraeg, Ifan Phillips sy'n cadw cwmni I Rhys ap William.
And off we go for the second half. Let's hope it's as good as the first. 3 tries to 1. Bridgend took the honours. 19, 10 and 9 point gaps. Comfortable lead. And Ben Burnell with a good first half start the second half. Pumps it down to Kai Davis, the number 8, who decides to go and burst up towards the halfway line. Aubrey
Take it back, boys.
to his young fullback, Lewis Edwards, only 17 years old. And that kick goes the way of Swansea. Callum Dodd, the bustling run. Hooker. Dom Hay, a late replacement to start. Now then, Callum Carson bumped by Harry Oldham. Bridgend loose head. And Aubrey has it on the Bridgend 10-metre line. Here come the Whites. Good defence from Bridgend. And an interception. Can he go all the way? He has the gas. He does indeed. Well, it's Macaulay Rowley who gets Bridgend off to a bonus point start in the second half. A timely interception. And the winger, who can also play centre, Formia Ponte, bursts away. And Swansea's attack looked promising. That's a defensive try. And he's delighted with that one. Macaulay Rowley, wearing 11, gets the 4th try. Well, Kieran Hartley has barely found his way back to the commentary position. These are one of those ones you love to see when you're running behind as a scrum half.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he's read the play really well there, hasn't he? He stayed connected in the play and stayed on for whatever happens next. And it's probably exactly what Bridgend needed to start the game. It's what they were spoken about half-time, was probably scoring next and putting pressure on Swansea straight away.
Yeah, it's probably fair to say that both coaches would have been saying that, let's score next. Swansea to get back in the game within a score, but it's Bridgend that got the interception. We've got a great view here now. Ben Bonnell from this left-hand side. Siege gun boot, and that sails over the post. Well, he's got some boot, and it seems like that was a really easy effort. That's the bonus point, and if it stayed like this, Kieran, in the Super Rygbi Cymru, they'd get an extra bonus point for being 15 points or more in front. So incentive for Bridgend now.
I don't think Bridgend will look to change too much in the second half. I think they'll try and apply pressure to Swansea early, probably through their kicking game. And then when they get going, I think they've got plenty of confident players. That's probably not what they wanted. But they look to get those players on the ball and try and expose them again.
Yeah, don't really need to change too much, Bridgend. Swansea will have to chase the game now.
Yeah, body boys, yeah. Yeah, it is. Put the coat head on the clean out, okay?
Already some action on the sideline as Swansea go for the corner. It's a decent kick.
Yeah, on the line, blue, yeah.
On comes Curtis Greenslade at hooker for Evan Yardley. Both fathers of these two played at this famous club. Curtis' dad is Ian Greenslade. Over 90 appearances for Bridgend and a former Bridgend captain. On comes 18, Cian Hire, an Ospreys Academy tight head for Chris Davis. And one or two others coming on for the All Whites. Wearing 23 is Brandon Wood, and he replaces winger Tom Edwards. There's Evan Yardley. Oh, little wink for Callum Carson, but his work is done tonight. Early changes for Swansea. What's your thoughts on that, Kieran?
Yeah, probably. I think just conceding straight off the half-time, they probably would look to change something and get some impact into the game and maybe potentially chase the game in a different way, and players that might be better at that. But I think obviously they're looking to get some momentum back in the game now and try and get a foothold.
Chance here for Swansea, 5 metres out or so. Can they strike back straight away? They sort of moved that towards the front. It's still going, but Bridgend have plenty of bodies in there. It's there now on the floor for Matthew Aubrey to bring some big forwards in. Presented back for the scrum half. Big hit coming in there from Bridgend's Zach O'Driscoll, the captain. They're right up for this, Bridgend, even though they have a bonus point in the bag. Aubrey flashed it across to Joe Thomas, tried to slip it to Callum Carson, but the defence is good from Bridgend. Midfield now, both sides to attack. Josh Phillips points the other way. It goes to Hooker. Dom Hay. And Bridgend's defence holding firm. Curtis Greenside rolls away. Burnell with the interception.
16 slow the ball.
Not rolling away.
Six away. Right, stop. 16 roll.
Well, they're going to go for the corner, because they have to, don't they? They're just too far behind now, 16 points.
Yeah, they're chasing the game, I think, and ultimately, you know, the 5 points is going to mean a lot to them right now, and getting a try will get them back into the game and give them something to chase in the last 35 minutes. So I think it's important they probably do convert this now, given where the penalty was right in front of the post.
And it goes again, this time to Ben Roberts.
Backward.
Well, much like Bridgend in this position the first half, took them 2 goals. And they're just edging forward. Tom Hayes has it at the back of the Hooker.
Away!
And he's just edging closer and closer. Bridgend are holding firm at the moment.
Use it, please.
Aubrey flashes to Joe Thomas. Out the back it goes. And Bridgend defence is excellent. And indeed they get the turnover. And Kieran Hardy, you said they needed to convert. Bridgend were just too good there, they didn't.
Yeah, big moment for Bridgend. I think the first job was to stop them all. They did out of source, and then it's great defence by the backs, you know, forcing them back inside, making a big tackle, and getting over the ball and getting a turnover. They'd be really happy with that.
Always a good sign for a coach, Kieran, that you have a commanding lead in attack, and yet your players are still up for it in defence.
Yeah, I think that ultimately shows the character of the group, doesn't it, and the mentality in the group, that it's not enough so far, and they know there's a long way to go in this game, and ultimately they want to keep playing the way they've been playing and keep scoring tries and getting upfield, and it means a lot to them. You've got to defend your own try line like you're attacking the other one.
Well, certainly looking good at the moment, Bridgend. They've benefited here from a knock-on from Swansea. Maybe overplaying a little bit.
Onside.
But this time, Chris Williams says, we're going to the air. Coram not. Just a little too far for the winger.
Use it.
Out the back then, there's Josh Phillips. Oh, he tried a little floaty one over the top. That's forward, and that's symptomatic of Swansea perhaps trying to chase the game just a little bit early, Kieran.
Yeah, definitely. I think Bridgend got everything they wanted there. They put the pressure back on Swansea with a contestable kick, asking them to try and play from somewhere that they're not necessarily comfortable maybe, and ultimately force an error. We've seen how good their scrum was in the first half, and they're in a position now to get some more territory and advance.
Yeah, Brandon Wood's first touch was on the end of a forward pass. It's a good crowd here at the Dunraven Brewery Field. The stand is well occupied. There's people down on the sidelines. Our camera side. There's always a good atmosphere at the Brewery Field. And we've got a bit of a break here. Aubrey with a bit of a limp. You played here, Kieran?
I played here for Command and Quins near on 10 years ago, so.
10 years?
Yeah, it won't be far off about 10 years.
You don't look old enough, boy. You don't look old enough.
I feel it.
Keep it high that side, please. Keep it high. On this side.
I won't tell you the year I played here. Okay.
Right.
There we go again. It's a scrum to Bridgend in a good position. Right down the side of the field. 15 in on Swansea's 10-metre line. It's a messy scrum, but Williams gets a chance to play it. Florence has been good in attack and defence.
On.
Greenslade, lovely tip-on pass.
Roll.
Yes, holding
Roll,
up
good.
well now. The Swansea defence. But Jen asking a question. Bennell inside this time. And Liam Tobias
Rip the slide, rip the
already
slide.
got
Right
one
ball.
try. It's ripped out of his hands. And here comes Swansea. Trying all they can. Ben
Side
Roberts
away.
in the black scrum cap.
This
Two
ball's there,
young
ball's
second
there.
rows here.
It's possible for him to roll.
Playing for Swansea.
Let it come, let it
Played
come.
together
let
at
it come.
Swansea University. That slowed up Aubrey. Oh, little shrug off. Nice carry.
On.
Aubrey gets it to his number 6, Geraint Powell. And getting no change out of this Bridgend defence at the moment. They're off the line quick.
Hey, thanks.
Thomas Jevons, first half try scorer. They're going to have to kick this.
Right, stand. All on, wingers on.
And guess who's in the backfield? It's Howley, and he takes up some space before kicking, but decides to run this time. The danger man Ryan Wilkins draws, gives it. Here's another opportunity. On the inside is Chris Williams. One-handed takes it. Does he have support? Beautifully placed back. Ben Bennell is there. Good defence from Swansea.
No hands, no hands.
Even better attack coming in from Bridgend. Now they're on the line.
Okay. Hands up.
This time it's Harry Olin, that's gone backwards, picked up by Florence. He gets some extra yards. Bridgend looking for their 5th try and extend their lead. Bennell flat to the line. Well, he tried to nutmeg, didn't he? Callum Carson, who was quite cute to it. And Swansea have it back. It's a bit of a damp squib end actually to that attack. Lovely run down the wing again from Macaulay Rowley. And they got their tails up, Bridgend. Kieran, haven't they?
Oh, definitely, and I think they probably forced Swansea into a kick there around the halfway line when they weren't really going anywhere, and I think what's probably pleasing for Bridgend and their coaches is when they're getting behind Swansea, how alive the players are, and they're all getting second touches and staying alive on the inside and keeping the ball moving, as we see here. And you see Chris Williams on the inside as every good 9, and he does pretty well to catch it and hold on to it, and then it's just about the continuity and how they keep the ball. I think they probably go for a speculative kick in the end, but that's just the confidence that they're playing with in the last 20 minutes or so.
It's a little bit, it's like Ryan Wilkins chasing through and clearing that out. Ben Bennell playing scrum half and getting it back.
Impossible to roll.
Well,
always slow ball, okay?
There's Bradley Davis, who is pretty intent on doing good things here, Bridgend. The table as it stands then, of course we've got a weekend set of fixtures. Newport still unbeaten with a game to come, but this will take Bridgend unbelievably to the top of Super Rygbi Cymru. RGC up there, Cardiff will have a big say in this, so all to play for as Curtis Greenslade. This first line out, it's gone awry, it was messy. Free kick to Swansea. A bit of pushing and shoving. Oh, we'll go back down. I like to see that from referees. Don't need that sort of stuff.
Hey, away.
You're liking the new Super Rygbi Cymru format, Kieran?
Yeah, I think it's great, and I think the more the young players get the opportunity to play in these kind of games, and especially the ones that are on TV, I think they get a feel for the game and they gain experience from it. And I think it is going to be a really competitive league with a new format, and the demands every week are going to ask a lot of the players, and they'll ultimately improve from it.
Definitely, the average age of the squads are down. It's good exposure, you say, experience. It's great they're playing in front of cameras and the lights.
Use the line right. That's fine.
Now Curtis Greenslade, can he get his next line out right? Yes. Well taken. Williams, flat pass. Florence shows on the inside. Carries Zach O'Driscoll in close attendance. The spin to the 10-metre line. Williams comes down the short side where Bennell goes inside to Howley. Bursts through. He's got blue and white shirts all over the place, and he picks the right option. Williams over for a try that was superbly worked. It has to be said. Bridgend straight off the training field. The old 1-2 backed on the short side. Bennell and Howley did the rest. And credit to those guys on the gantry, but more credit to the players on the field for the execution.
Oh, definitely, and I think Ben Bennell's playing with some confidence tonight, and I think he's gone at the line, he's asked a lot of questions. Ed Howley's looked dangerous when he's run the ball back from the back, and he's trailing on the inside line there. And I think again, what will be pleasing for them is when they make a line break is how many bodies are actually in support, and they're giving Swansea no chance of recovery here. And again, as every good nine does, he picks it up on the inside. But I think he probably could have passed to 2 or 3 players, and I think it's really positive for Bridgend how clinical they've been.
I do like the way Ed Howley gets the ball back into 2 hands. He'll ask questions of the defenders, and then his head is almost on a swivel looking, and he had Bridgend players either side. Made the right choice. Well, it was certainly the right choice for Chris Williams. Another try against Swansea. And Bennell steps up and, well, uncharacteristically shakes his head. You'd expect him to kick that one, but Ed Howley there, lovely break, searing break. And they just sort of brought the inside ball into play with Bennell flat to the line, Kieran.
Yeah, what Ben Bennell actually does really well there is he steps back towards the ruck and he engages the last defender who's coming from the ruck and asking him that he looks like a potential running threat to him. As soon as he steps in and turns his hips towards him, then he knows that inside ball's on. So it's well worked between them, and it's well run.
High restart, beautifully won back by replacement Brandon Wood. And Swansea have to try and do something, and in doing that sometimes the passes are a little bit too loose, a little bit too long, and the errors creep in.
Yeah, it is going to happen now for Swansea, but I think the next time they get the ball, they probably could just focus on looking after it for a couple of phases, and I could really ask some questions of Bridgend, because they let Bridgend off the hook far too easily at the moment, and Bridgend are making it look fairly easy in defence.
Legal dominance, please, yeah? Legal. That's the warning, okay?
Well, Swansea out to that. Josh Phillips has moved to full-back in a shuffle. Lewis Edwards, the full-back, has come to right wing. Field is Harry Williams in his first season from Command and Quince.
Very interesting set them in the backfield currently with Swansea. I think they're asking a lot of Josh Phillips.
Yeah, he's got a lot of field to cover either side of him.
You get tired? Keep it stable, please.
And Howley has just gone to have a little word with his scrum half. He's on the, what in old money you might call the 8-9-15 side.
Fine. Set. High. Good.
Better scrum from Swansea, but Jevon, the reverse. That was the little chat. It brings the right winger up and leaves Josh Phillips central. It's a clever play. It's intelligent play. You switch the side of the scrum. It just brings your winger up, and then, as you said, Kieran Hardy, the space either side. Josh Phillips is too much for him to cover.
Yeah, I think when you're in your own half and potentially the 50-22's on, all you're looking to do is manipulate the guy in the back. And I think with that subtle movement with the 8 and the 9 going to the short side, it just moves Josh Phillips across field and gives Ben Bennell, and he's kicked pretty well out of hand all night, and it just gives him an easy 50-22.
Green stayed in to the middle of the line now. Beautifully won. Now Bridgend are playing with huge amount of confidence, but a little bit of obstruction.
Down.
And that's something the referees are big on this year.
Yeah, obstruction.
Lifters just getting in front, too far in front, and blocking perhaps.
6, give me H, yeah? 6.
Dylan Burrows, who won that, is on, wearing 19.
H.
Yeah, just look at the lifters, just getting in front and not allowing any Swansea defender to get at that more. Refs are quite hot on that as more changes come for Bridgend. On the field comes number 20, Kyle Harris, as is number 23, Tommy Morgan. We've still got players running off the field, but Rhys Jones is playing on. Coram Knott has gone off. Harry Williams, the replacement 10. Lovely little chip. Does it sit up for Brandon Wood? No. But they had the advantage.
Don't jump across. Jump across.
Replacing for Bridgend Ravens, Adam Harris and Tommy Morgan, replace Tom Jennings and Coram Knott.
What a kick that is. Takes Swansea right down here. You think this is last chance saloon, and it's going to give them a little spring in their step as they get down there. Matthew Aubrey has gone for Swansea. He's been brilliant for them. Aaron Hemmings wearing 21, approaching this line-up. Now then, here they go. Oh, the throw has gone awry. It's over the top. Zach O'Driscoll comes away with it. Captain fantastic for the Ravens. Brunel goes back in the pocket. And under pressure, gets it away. It's good enough. And maybe the story of Swansea's night here a little bit there.
Yeah, they're getting into the area, isn't they? They're asking the questions and then probably just letting themselves down in the final moment. Probably just not quite nailing their set piece. They've probably missed 3 now, all on the 5-metre line. So they'll be looking to win this ball and probably win it by any means now. Whether it be just getting it to the back and getting into midfield and keeping the ball for 2 minutes.
Number 8, Kai Davis has gone into midfield, so they've shortened the line, and as it's been dropped, yes, it's captain Callum Bowden. Well, it's all going wrong for the All Whites now. Hands on hips, scratching heads.
After the line out is marked here.
When this happens, it's very difficult because you're almost trying too hard, aren't you?
Let's go.
Yeah, and you're almost looking for a way into the game now, and you're always waiting for someone to stand up and do something and give everyone a little bit of encouragement and give everyone a hug. But I think it's difficult when you're compounding errors, and you know it's not necessarily anyone in particular. It just seems to happen that way sometimes, and nothing's gone their way in the last 5 minutes.
Crouch. Fine.
So far, so good for Bridgend, the home team. They can go top of Super Rygbi Cymru if the scoreline stays the same. Brunel picks his head up, thought about a crossfield kick, but goes back to Lewis Edwards, wearing 15, but lining up on the right wing at the moment. He goes high into the air, well taken by Dylan Burrows. Now then, Howley, he's been very, very good. Shrugs off one, slips it back inside. How did he do that?
Yes.
Playing with a lot of confidence now, the home team. Burrows again, busy since he's come on.
Use it!
Chris Williams will put this one into the
2
air.
seconds!
A good game, and that's a difficult one for Harry Williams. Indeed, he couldn't get there, but Swansea do manage to get it back. Now then, there's something on here. They go down that short side with second row Chris Thompson. Has a lot to do from halfway. And indeed, knocks it on. Bridgend are in cruise control here.
Yeah, they are, definitely. And I think what's probably pleasing for Bridgend is even though they're pretty comfortable on the scoreboard, they're picking their moments of when to run. And there's not much momentum in the game there. And they still got the nose to go to the air, put the pressure back on Swansea, and now they've got to scramble on the halfway again.
Some football coming up on Scorio, Fiorentina against TNS, and Bridgend against Barry. That's tomorrow night at 7:30. Get that on S4C click. And then, wow, there's a big one. Swansea Cardiff. What about the rugby though? That was the football. Well, plenty of URC action. The Dragons host the Sharks, who had a decent start. That's Saturday. And Saturday night, the Ospreys visit Munster, who were off the back of a defeat to Zebra last week. Club Rugby, have all the highlights, and then don't forget, Newport against Llandovery, 2 of the big teams in Super Rygbi Cymru. It must be said, next Thursday live here with us. That's a big one. And you fancy Kira, Newport and Llandovery to be up there again?
Yeah, you'd think so. I think particularly how well Llandovery have done over the number of seasons now. I think they've been pretty successful, haven't they? And they've got a good coaching group up there and always seem to be getting good young players. I think Newport were obviously very good last year. And they've kept a lot of players.
Another break from Bridgend over the top. Macaulay Rowley's already got one. Oh, has he got that down? Well, Swansea come away with it. Brandon Wood picked the bones out of that one. Well, pretty acrobatic. Almost Shane Williams-esque.
High tackle, boys, unlucky.
High tackle. So no try for Rowley. And Brandon Wood gets it in his high tackle. Well, it all happened down there in the corner.
Again, though, Bridgend looking dangerous on the edges, getting in behind them, asking questions. And I think they've probably been unlucky. There's a great piece of skill. It's probably unlucky the ball doesn't sit up nicely for him and he probably scores. So
let's go down to Lauren Jenkins.
Just a step on the turnover, okay? Yeah, play on,
Hugh Gustafson sy'n cadw cwmni fi, a Hugh gall sgorfwrdd fod yn edrych yn go wahanol pe bai un pasif mynd ymlaen, ildio cegosman sefyllfaoedd da. Chi'n tymlo pwysau sgorfwrdd heno?
Ie, jyst bod wastad gyda pêl, penalty eto, so jyst bod twach yn ifanc chwarae fel plentyn mas na, forced offload na, mae Pen-y-Bont yn chwarae dda, yn y kick-back yn y wych yn nhw, a nhw'n grif lan ymlaen, so ni'n mwy, ni'n galed nawr i ennill y gêm, mae'n sbwriel mas na, a ni'n chwarae'n gret, ond mae'n iawn i Pen-y-Bont yn chwarae'n dda mas na, nhw'n edrych yn clinical.
Ie, a'r llinell gefn Pen-y-Bont fyd yn edrych yn bygythiol iawn.
Ie, iawn, ni'n sbod, newid yn mynd mewn i chi'nech, boes ifanc, yn chi gweld e nawr, ond mae'n dawn i Pen-y-Bont yn chwarae'n dda.
Wnaethon ni sôn amdano fe cyn y gêm, 11 newid, mae e'n anodd pan mae'n dod i gydlyniant a gael unrhyw fath o batrwm ydo?
Ie, mae'n boes yn rhywun marfer troi tymor, so mae dim excuse gyda ni na, jyst mae'n siomedig i gweld ni'n chwarae, pen ni'n lawr nawr, a ddim yn gweithio galed.
Diolch Hugh.
Well, a penalty of Bridgend, they went to the corner, but messed the line-up and give a penalty away to Swansea. Hugh Gustafson, staring at a fourth defeat, Kieran. What words did he have to say to Lauren?
Pretty frustrated really with probably a couple of the offloads they were throwing, particularly and they haven't had much ball, and probably their ability to not convert chances in the 22, and I think he also complimented Bridgend on how clinical they've been when they got an opportunity, but he was pretty positive because there's a group of young boys out there and these boys deserve an opportunity, he said, and they'd only get better from these experiences.
Swansea with the drive, and through comes Dan Germain. And he's been in Osprey's academy, stalwart, now playing in Super Rugby Cymru. Brandon Wood, the chip ahead, looks like he's got some serious gas, Wood. But across goes Ben Bonnell. Very bravely gets down on the ball. Now, big carry from Dan Germain. Impact immediately off the bench from the back rower. But Swansea just overzealous.
Offside call.
Well, I know Super Rugby Cymru is about development and exposure, Kieran, but from a coaching point of view and a player's point of view, you want to register some wins, and particularly if you're on TV, it's a difficult time for Hugh Gustafson and his players at the moment, isn't it? Early in the season.
It is, and I think you can always be pleased with performances, no matter how the games go, but I think ultimately you learn more when you're winning. And you get that feeling in the group, and it's that feeling that you're doing well, and something you can build on week, and it's just confidence you can take into the week after then. So, but sometimes it's difficult to find a way to win when it seems like you haven't got the luck of the bounce, or maybe nothing's quite going your way. So it's about finding a way, but sometimes you've got to make your own luck in these situations.
Bridgend just on their own 10-metre line. A long overthrow. Was it meant for one of the backs? It didn't seem like it. Ryan Wilkins tidies up.
No, straight.
But no, a bit of lack of communication there.
Option right.
Unusual for Bridgend. We're in 28, by the way, for Bridgend is Travis Huntley, a late replacement. Don't know why he's wearing number 28. I'd like to say that he's got the biggest arms in the club, and therefore has the biggest arms shirt that Dickie Fizz could find, the kit man here at Bridgend, former Ospreys kit man. Used to love working with Dickie Fizz, best quizmaster you'd ever get, Kieran.
Fine.
Asked me just for the game, name the 8 rugby players that have been on Strictly Come Dancing. I'll leave you to think about that one. As Swansea get a scrum on the left-hand side, Harry Williams, then missed pass. Callum Carson out the back, this time Brandon Wood, who looked lively, pushes it through. Lewis Edwards chases with Wood. Again, good cover coming in by Bridgend. Plenty of blue and white shirts there. Swansea counter-up, desperate to get that ball back and create some impression on this Bridgend team. But they're looking pretty solid tonight.
No!
Wearing 21 for Bridgend is Harvey Nash on for Chris Williams.
No, go back. I don't care. Go back.
He has a difficult first kick. Indeed, it's charged down. Can Swansea pounce on it? It's Bridgend that react the quickest.
22.
And that'll be a 22. Come over the line from a Swansea player. You'll be asking that, wouldn't you, to your mates this weekend? Or the Ospreys in training tomorrow.
White 2, the off.
The 8 rugby players that on Strictly Come Dancing. It's what you do, isn't it, as a rugby professional when you have downtime. Okay, we've got 2 front row replacements coming on. Alex George, the 19-year-old loose head, is on, wearing 17. 19-year-old prop, well, big moment for him. And on the tight head, James Williams comes on, a big man. And there's Liam Tobias, 50th cap, and a try to boot. Maybe a celebratory beer afterwards. He's a big man, isn't he? Oh, yeah. Oh, James Williams. Here comes Swansea. Number 6, Geraint Powell. He's going to try in round 1. And Williams feeds to Kai Davis, who's tried hard, the number 8. Difficult one. Callum Carson, he's also been a willing horse, but just keep running into this blue and white wall. We're in 19 for Swansea. Sam Paler, 35 now. A lot of English Championship clubs, Ealing, Bedford, Coventry. He finds himself in Swansea colours now. And that Bridgend defence, Kieran, has just been imperious in the second half.
Yeah, I think they sense obviously Swansea are going to look to play from everywhere now, and they're probably just coming off the line a little bit harder, making them force those extra passes that they're probably not as confident throwing now as they were at the start of the game.
And they definitely have their tails up. They all want to get in on the act. There's the young hooker, Alex George. Bennell, the flick pass from Ryan Wilkins. They all get in on the act here.
Onside, right.
Just inside the Swansea 22. Bennell plays scrum half. There's Alex George again. Good ball placement from the young prop. Bennell back into position. Swansea off the line hard. As you will get from sideline play, but it's still there. Bennell right behind the Wilkins. Tom Florence got through a lot of work, the centre. And here they come again. George, good start from the young prop. Getting involved, no errors from him. Bennell. Oh, he's picked off a great pass. Back inside. And there's a glorious try from Travis Huntley. Well, in 28. And you have to say, Ben Bennell is pulling the strings for Bridgend tonight.
Yeah, he definitely is, and you can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence out there. It's a big pass to throw across the front, and he picks someone in a hole. I think it's just a compliment to Bridgend, really, how they've kept the ball in the second half, and I think when they get their backs together in general, they look to be dangerous. But I think that's a fantastic pass. There's not much space for that, and again, they're flooding through on the inside, and they're converting every chance they get.
Okay, what level you play, Kieran, you can pick a pass like that in traffic, you have something about you, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. I think he's showed everything that he's about tonight, hasn't he? I think he's been good out of hand. He's attacked the line. He's got them going. He's probably controlled the game nicely for Bridgend, and he's been good, and everything that's been good about Bridgend has come through him.
Yeah, and so far, you have to say, in his early career, he has shown quality, but here at Bridgend now, he's maybe getting a chance to express himself. Got some coaches who are gaining experience themselves and enjoying this group of players. It's good to see.
White hold, thanks. Discipline.
Easy conversion for him, and that's 38 points to 10. You have to say, an unassailable lead.
6 away, good, goes it.
And you feel like they want more. 10 minutes to play or so.
Use it!
Swansea made 11 changes at the starting lineup. Having lost last week, didn't do them much good. Really tough night for the All Whites. And again, another knock on. Ben Bennell, Kieran, a short period in Jersey. Yes. Like yourself, talk us through the benefits of doing that, apart from the obvious beautifulness of the island.
I think probably the best part about playing in our league is, especially for a 9 and 10, is how much you learn how to understand the game and how to control the game. I think for 9 and 10 to go into that English Championship League, you know, it's difficult, isn't it? And it's managing those games. It's also getting experience, and it's playing against professionals every week. We probably didn't quite get the opportunity to do that in Wales through an academy system. It's unfortunate how things probably ended over there in Jersey, but I think they've been brilliant at producing a number of players who've gone on to play Premiership Rugby, URC Rugby, and that conveyor belt in the Championship is excellent.
Very honest of you to give us those, having experienced those things, those observations, because there's clearly been a tier missing in Welsh rugby. I can understand that as a former regional head coach, but that's what Super Rugby Elite is hopefully designed to be and grow into, for that band of maybe 18 to 23-year-olds to gain that experience, not have to go to the likes of Jersey. Here come Bridgend now, but now, the man of the moment, long bounce pass, and here's another one, Ed Howley, well covered by a 17-year-old there, Liam Edwards. Ryan Wilkins kicked it all off for Bridgend with a solo try. Good over the ball stuff there. Can't quite see who it is. It's Callum Carson, the centre, former Ospreys Academy. But are you liking what you're seeing, Keenan? These players, both sets?
Yeah, definitely. I think there's a lot of good players out there, isn't there? I think the Bridgend backline in particular have been really good. The way they connected with each other. And I think they probably complemented the forwards in the work that they've done in the scrum and the set piece. And I think their composure in general and everything they've done, Bridgend, has been excellent. I think Swansea and Patches have showed glimpses of what they're about, particularly in the first half. I thought they looked pretty dangerous. But second half, they've struggled to get a bit of a foothold in the game.
Clean ball off the top for Swansea into midfield. Oh, big tackle. Was it a legal tackle or was it a side entry?
Still advantage.
Swansea come and get the penalty. What can Swansea do from this? They're going to have a few chances left. That's a good kick. Right into the corner. Well, forwards couldn't have asked for any more from Harry Williams.
Yeah, make sure you wrap the arm one arm early, stick it.
Well, it's a ponderous move to the lineup by the Swansea forwards, but it's been a tough night for them. They need a level of urgency here. One try to their name. Can they get a second? It's not the best lineup in the world. It was a numbers issue from Bridgend, so they get the free kick. They can't go for a scrum anymore. It'll be a tap and go. Kean Hire, the Ospreys Academy tight end, is held up barely a metre short. Lots of Bridgend jerseys in there. The pick and go again. Now Swansea desperate to get another score. And the clock ticks, 5 minutes to go. Bridgend, even here, look comfortable, you have to say, on their own line. Swansea battering away. Some big men there close to the ruck for Bridgend. Held up short again.
Onside, blue.
Freddie Chapman is on for Swansea, wearing 70 in the pick and go. He's just short. Supported by Dan Jamai. Back to the short side now. Harry Williams, the long ball over. And guess who was there? Ben Burnell. But the penalty has been conceded.
Offside.
Offside it was.
23 offside.
Number 23, Tommy Morgan. The tap and go. It's second row. Ben Roberts bundled back by the Bridgend defence. They've got some pride here, Bridgend. They want to keep Swansea out despite the scoreline. James Williams looks to get over the top and on the ball. With pick and go. Paler's in there. The latch on. Can they drive Bridgend over? There's too many blue shirts there. They've coiled it up into a maul. Now it's collapsed. That'll be a Bridgend put in. Fine defence from Bridgend Ravens. And it epitomises their effort tonight, Kieran Hardy.
Oh, definitely. I think something for the coaches and the players collectively to be really happy about. How they've stayed in the game and not giving up their own try line at all. I think they've just stayed disciplined and they look really composed in defence and attack.
Yeah, you clearly went early fight over there. I should have blew this way first time. Yeah? Stable.
Well, we have a set in the game. Player of the match as chosen by Ivan Phillips on Welsh commentary. It's fullback Ed Howley, and he's certainly one of our contenders, Kieran. But maybe you and I feel that Ben Bennell feel a little bit aggrieved.
Yeah, I do a little bit. I think he's been excellent. I don't think he's put a foot wrong. I know he's missed a couple of kicks of goal, but his game in general, he's been fantastic. He's been everywhere. And he's been everything that's good about Bridgend.
Well, Howley has been good too, and it's Howley that pumps it downfield after a quick tap penalty.
Stay. Balls out.
So we approach the final minutes. Bennell tried to fly hack it through. Couldn't quite get his left foot to it. Swansea trying desperately to get something out of this game. It wouldn't mean any points, but it would be consolation. Josh Phillips out at half, playing at 15 now. Bridgend still defending resolutely superb. Ryan Wilkins. There's a fight going on in the middle of the field, which is an unusual event in modern day rugby. We have to wait and see what the assistant referee is seeing there.
No, thanks. Away, Blue. Away. No. One to go.
No, I think there's a shirtless.
Blue away. Blue away.
Dylan Burrows.
There's one to go.
Who is guilty by association of not having a shirt on, but we'll have some communication between the officials. Hands on hips from
We've got nothing.
Reece
Go
Jones.
the dust up. Keep your hands to yourself. Yeah, we've got 1 minute to go. Game's been positive. Let's finish positive, okay?
Lovely.
Let's go.
Haven't heard the term dust up for a while. And a good way to put it.
50 seconds to go, boys, yeah?
Mr. Jones, little wry smile from Dylan Burrows. Ryan Wilkins just showing the character of this Bridgend Ravens team. The tackle gets to his feet, clamps on, supported by Ed Howley. And that's been typical of Bridgend, it has to be said. Clinical in attack and clinical in defence.
Finish positive, boys. Let's go.
We approach the last minute, and that will mean that there's no way Swansea can come back. And 6 tries for Bridgend, and a 28-point gap will mean that they will take not 4 points for the win, not 5 points for the bonus point, but 6 points for 4 plus tries, a win, and 15 points or more in the deficit. Successful night for Scott Baldwin, the head coach, and his coaching staff, and indeed the players of Bridgend Ravens, and still they come as the clock goes red. Harvey Nash pushes it back, and Ben Bennell says our work is done, we're happy with our lot, and he's been excellent. Ben Bennell, instrumental in a comprehensive win for Bridgend. Set in a game, player of the match Ed Howley at 15 was good, but in all honesty all of the Bridgend players were good. An entertaining brand of rugby here at the Dunraven Brewery Field. 6 tries to 1. Swansea played their part in the first half. Matthew Aubrey trying hard, but Bridgend were just too good. Tom Florence in your shot, also in fine form. It's a job well done for the Ravens. They move to the top of the table in Super Rygbi Cymru. having played for 2 wins, back-to-back wins against the All Whites of Swansea. And the Ospreys regional clash between Bridgend and Swansea ends in victory here at the Brewery Field. Bridgend 38, Swansea 10.
Yn codi Pen y Bont I frig y tabl, ond cofiwch ma nhw nawr wedi chwarae 4 gêm, a tîm fel Casnewydd dim ond wedi chwarae 2, mae gêm yn llawn gyda Chasnewydd, wedi gohiriad y gêm yn erbyn Aberafan wythnos diwetha. Gweitha hynny, mae pethau'n glos ofnadwy, enwedig ymysg y 5-6 ucha. A fi'n siŵr fydd newid I drefn y tabl ar ôl gemau'r penwythnos. Caerdydd yn croesawu Quins, Casnewydd yn herio Aberafan, Glenebwy yn teithio I lan ymddyfru a Pontypool yn croesawu Rygbi Gogledd Cymru. Reit, a mae ymateb nawr gan Ifan Phillips sy'n mas yn crwydro'r cae.
Diolch I ti Lauren, a yn muno gyda fi mae rhywun at bendant syrenu yn y gêm a hyn o cefnwr Ed Howley. Ed, we don't often see you smile, mate, but it looked like you enjoyed that one.
Yeah, it was good to be honest. Obviously, it's a double-header this week, and last week it was a tough, gritty game, and I think we showed what we can do today in parts, but I think we can still be better. But yeah, I think kick on now, so we got a week off, and then take it into Aberafan.
I think one thing you really dominated in, and between you and Ben Burnell, I thought your kicking game was spot on. Is that something you spoke about during the week?
I think, going back to last weekend, I think we played in the wrong areas too much. So obviously this week was a bit of an aim to stay in the kicking battle a bit more structure. And hopefully they made their mistakes, then we counted on them.
Ed, thank you very much. Go enjoy with the boys, mate. Nice one.
Scott Baldwin, y prif hyfodlwr buddugolaethau sy'n ymuno â fi. Scott, congratulations, 6 points in the bag. Ruthless in attack, resolute in defence. Pretty happy?
Yeah, happy after the first 20 minutes when I was disappointed because they didn't come off the line. I thought he was really good at the end there. We had to mix and match. We had a prop playing 6, a 6 playing on the wing. Our second row decided to go out on the wing for our starter play. So, yeah, very pleased. And I think the most pleasing thing for me, though, was as a defence coach, that last set, not to concede when we were 28 points up. I thought it really showed the character of the boys.
You mentioned the last set, but you probably set the tone early on in that second half with the intercept try. What was said at half-time?
We literally spoke at half-time and said they're going to keep throwing it, so just stay high and they'll give it to us. And to be fair, Maka got it. He had a bit of a dodgy hammy after the weekend. So to finish it, was really pleasing, to be fair.
And obviously, Ed Howley got man of the match tonight. I think the backs were all excellent. But it's just a compliment for how much they got together and probably exposed Swansea on the edges. That's something you've looked at, and how much are those boys good on the outside.
Yeah, I think we focus a lot on ourselves. We talk about being 100% Ravens, so we train against our defence, so obviously naturally getting high, we've got to play flat and fast. And to be fair, Ben Burnell's done that all season when he's played for us. He's played 12 the first 2 games, and he's played 10 the last 2, and he's really flourished in the 10 position, to be fair to him.
He's obviously really enjoying his rugby here, but still got ambitions to play regional rugby. Went away to Jersey, has played for Cardiff previously, but I guess it just emphasises players develop at different times, and for someone like Ben, you know, the future's still bright, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I spoke to Tom Williams, who was attack coach at Newcastle with me last year, and he said Ben's one of the most talented players he's ever coached. The problem is if Ben gets bored, he tends to go out of the system, which he hasn't done this season because he's creating the system. He's the one that's having involvement and almost coaching on the field, so he's taking probably a little bit more accountability, so he's driving it more. So hopefully that's transitioning into how he's performing, and you can see he's playing with a smile on his face.
We saw the passion among the players out on the pitch. It was a pretty passionate coaching box as well tonight, which is obviously a great thing. But what are your ambitions, Scott, for this season?
I said it at day one, our ambitions is to win the league. Now, whether that happens or not is not in my control, but that's the target. Otherwise, what's the point of being here?
Can't wait to see watch you try and do it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Enjoy
much.
Tonight. Awn ni nôl nawr I ffeindio Ifan.
Mae mas o'r Abertawe yn ymuno gyda fi, Josh Phillips. Josh, gêm anodd iawn mas na heno, ond digon o cyfleoedd, ond just ddim quite digon clinigol pan mwch chi'n mynd mewn i'r 2 hugain falle.
Ie, yn union, yn ni siŵr o fod I gael 2 neu 3 cais allan yna, ond just really siomedig gyda'r penderfyniadau mynd yn erbyn ni, just yn yr afi gêm lawr a ni eisiau chwarae gêm cyfle ma'n anffodus, o'n i'n methu wneud o'n heno, ond os ni'n edrych nôl ar y gêm nawr, just Mae'r cyfleoedd yna, ond mae'n rhaid ni jyst goffyn yr cyfleoedd yna a bant.
I fod yn deg i Pen y Bont, o'n nhw'n amddiffyn yn gadarn iawn, yn wedig ar llinell cais ei hunan. Faint mor anodd o'ch chi wedi gweld yn treol datgloi yr amddiffyn yna?
Ie, yn union. Oedd yn yr un stori, wrth diwetha pan nhw jyst yn succo ni mewn i'r gêm nhw type of thing, a yn anffordd sydd ddim wedi executo'r cyfleoedd ni.
Diolch ymuno ni. Diolch yn fawr. Diolch.
Ie, diddorol i glywed Scott Baldwin fanna gyda ni yn sôn mae falle'r amddiffyn at i blesio mwyaf, achos oedd i chwarae ymosodol nhw mor amlwg, Ciaran, yn wedig yn yr ail hanner.
Sgorin nhw cwpl o ceisiau gwych, do fe. Fi'n credu oedd Ben Brel yn wych yno, fi'n credu popeth nath e, fi'n credu, ti'n modd, ath e at y llinell, gofynodd e cwestiynau, a wedi gyda Ed Howley fyd, o'n nhw'n gret yn yr ail hanner y dechreuad, neu beth sôn nhw am hanner amser, a fi'n credu nhw'n eitha ffodus, nath nhw mas o gathen nhw'r ringipio ar y sgori, a fi'n credu cadw nhw adeiladu ar hwnna wedyn.
Ie, dyna cais Macaulay Rowley. Mae Ifan Phillips yn ail ymuno ni nawr. Cerdio'r Mike Ifan. O'n i jyst yn siarad â Ciaran fyna ynglŷn â popeth yn mynd trwy dwylo Ben Bennell. Mae Ifan yn cael problemau technegol, ond mae fe gyda ni nawr. Popeth yn mynd trwy dwylo Ben Bennell, oedd e'n allweddol i ddaclo'r amddiffyn a heno.
Ie, yn sicr, o'n i'n meddwl, wel, rhwng y ddoi na oedd e, rhwng Ed Howley a Ben Bennell, o'n i'n meddwl oedd y gêm cico rhwng y ddoi yn wych, o'n nhw wedi troi Abertawe a roi nhw ar y drod ôl, felly oedd fi'n cael ei hwnna wedd y gwaniaeth a pob clod, o'n i'n meddwl Ben Bennell yn wych, a o'n i wedi gweld i waith ymysodol efo nafyd yn mynd erbyn diwedd a yn cael ei cais Travis, oedd e'n mynd lan i'r llinell yn fflat, a oedd e'n rhoi y bas fflat na, oedd e'r hyder gyda gen neud e, felly mae hwnna'n gret i weld, a mae fe'n disgwyl fel dipyn o chwaraewr fach.
Ie, gewn ni cybolwg ar gais Williams i gloriannu'r cyfan. A chymo, o'n nhw'n edrych mewn rheolau trwy gydol y gêm, trwy gydol yr ail hanner, a erbyn y pwynt yma, yn edrych fel bod nhw'n chwarae dy hwyl a dy hyder.
Ie, fi'n credu beth bydd Pen y Bont yn blesawr, y fforddwyr yn blesawr. Pan maen nhw'n mynd tu ôl i'r tîmoedd, faint o chwaraewyr sy'n na. So mae 34 opsiwn gyda Ed Howley mynd at y llinell fan hyn, a Pale yn doi lwylo, yn troi nôl ar y tu fewn, a Chris Williams fel pob mewnwr ar y tu fewn.
Ie, 34 opsiwn yn dangos o fwy o gydleniad gyda'r tîm, yn dos i gymharu a tîm arall, oedd wneud 11 newid yma mewn i'r gêm.
Ie, yn sicr, o'n i'n meddwl oedd tipyn o pwyll gyda'r chwaraewyr, o'n i'n edrych ar Ed Howley gyda un o geisiau fi'n cael to i Chris Williams oedd e, a oedd e jyst yn dalai drad, oedd e ddim yn gorfodi oedd e ddim yn falle yn mynd rhedeg pen i drad, oedd e sy'n dal i drad, oedd y dealltwriaeth na gyda jyst i dal i drad a roi'r chwaraewyr arall mewn gwagle, ond pob clod i Ben y Bont oedd hi'n berfformiad da, ond mae dal tipyn dyn nhw'n wneud os maen nhw moyn cyrraedd brig y dabl yna.
Ie, ti di yn barod i sôn am cais Travis, ni'n mynd i weld eto, ond os maen nhw'n chwarae fel hyn, wyt ti'n meddwl, ti'n mwyn gwella fi nhw wythnos i wythnos, wyt ti'n meddwl bod nhw yn misgo reion y gyngrair?
Fi'n credu gallen nhw fel lana, ond wnaethon ni clywed Scott Baldwin yn sôn y beth i disgyblaeth yn y llinell amddiffynol na. Fi'n credu mae rhaid nhw bod yn dangos disgyblaeth trwy gydol y gêm o ran oedd gyda nhw Abertawe ar y drod ôl yn yr ail hanner na, a ti yn teimlo fel gallen nhw wedi gwasgu Abertawe mwy oedd y trod dan nhw ar y sbardyn na, ond mae rhaid chi dangos yr nawdd na i orffen tîmoedd bant, a fi'n credu na'r gwaniaeth. Mae tîmoedd gorau yn y gyngrair, mae tîmoedd gorau yn rymbarthol, yn ryngwladol, pan mae'r tîmoedd dan nhw ar y drod ôl, a falle maen nhw lawr 20-30 o bwyntiau, maen nhw dal yn gwasgu nhw, a maen nhw dal moyn rhoi 20 o bwyntiau arall arno nhw. So fi'n credu, falle taw na'r gwaniaeth, a na be mae eisiau i Ben y Bont i weithio ar.
Dyna beth sy'n ddiddorol, i weld sut fydda nhw yn ymdopi gyda her fel Llanymddyfri, Casnewydd, dros yr wythnosau'r misoedd nesaf. Ciaran Hadi, dy noswaith gyntaf gyda ni'r Super Rygbi, ti wedi mwynhau dy hun?
Ydw, fi wedi. Mae braidd yn oed nawr, ond fi wedi mwynhau.
Wel, os ti'n meddwl bod hwn yn wael, arosach, achos mae pethau mynd lot yn wath na hyn, yn dyn nhw. Mae'n mynd i fod yn lyflu hyn, o?
Ie, ti wedi bod yn lwcus, ti wedi cael y cwmni gorau ti'n mynd i gael, a ti wedi cael y tywydd yma.
Wel, ar y nod yna, dyma beth sydd i ddod dros y penwythnos I chi ar S4C Fiorentina yn erbyn y seintiau newydd yn Ewrop. Uchelbwyntio'r gêm na hyn o Penabont yn erbyn y Bari, Abertawe yn erbyn Caerdydd a sgorio dros y penwythnos. A wedyn uchelbwyntiau hanner marathon Caerdydd nos Lun am 8 o'r gloch. Digon o rygbi i chi o'r Bencampwriaeth Rygbi Unedig Dydd Sadwrn y dreigiau yn herio'r Sharks. Munster yn croesawu'r Gweilch a wedyn uchelbwyntiau Cyngor Colegach Cymru nos Fawrth yn ogystal â uchelbwyntiau'r gystadleuaeth yma Super Rygbi a byddwn ni yn Casnewydd yn erbyn Llanymddyfri edrych ymlaen yn fawr i weld y gêm yna. Ond heno, wel, mae dwy buddugoliaeth yn olynol i Benabont yn erbyn Abertawe wedi codi nhw i frig y tabl. Ond am nawr, mae pethau'n glos iawn a dwi'n siŵr bydd digon yn newid ymhen wythnos. Diolch am eich cwmni, fe welwn i chi wythnos nesaf.